Hello everyone and welcome back to the Tabletop for what will hopefully be our last week without Daniel, and then I can pawn the responsibility of recording and uploading these back onto him. When last we left off, our party of adventurers had found themselves aboard Genial Jack, going about what they thought was going to be a nice, pleasant shopping trip until Hephaestus decided to start a crime spree.
Oh yeah, we were pretending not to know he existed. I forgot about that.
Correct.
Hephaestus and his crew begin stealing some nice clothes from some of the wealthier-looking shops and running off with them, guards in chase. What are the other three of you doing as this happens, I suppose?
I believe Lyra and I are just ignoring what's going on.
100% ignoring it. We are just minding our own business. We do not know that person.
What about a guy? Is a guy also pretending he doesn't know Hephaestus?
Well,
Yeah.
Xavier? Xavier, you there?
Uh-oh.
No. If you can hear us,
Great.
disconnect and reconnect.
Great start.
I think the
Okay.
Integer got him.
Yeah, I was talking to Lucky, I think, at the time.
I forgot about that.
I forgot about that, yeah. So a guy is just kind of standing there, just having a wind message conversation with Lucky. Did not tell Lucky any of the useful information.
Also did not tell us any of the useful information.
Yep. And then you just hung up on him.
You have more followers than Little Nazix has subscribers.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy shit, what?
Damn, nice.
I did not know this.
Mm.
Little Nazix has 15 point. Wait, never mind. Million, not.
Yeah, that was about to say. I was about to say, I don't know how that happened, if that's true.
You have 25.1 million followers on.
That would be pretty cool.
That would be pretty impressive.
You're making my 25,000 seem not so cool anymore.
Oh, hey, I mean, it's a whole lot compared to our, 12 on this channel?
Oh.
So, but I would say the people that consistently watch these videos, shout outs to you guys, it is the same people who always show up to watch these videos. Which, I mean, I guess at this point makes sense. Who's just gonna jump in on this series at, what are we on, episode 40-something now?
And we've been introduced to 50 characters. Maybe more. I don't know.
Yeah, who would jump in and join in the middle of the story?
I mean, you did it, but you're playing in the story, and we had to do a lot to catch you up. I can't.
Let's be honest. We're still catching me up.
Yep, I can't imagine someone jumping in at this is their first episode trying to watch this. If it is, though, hey, welcome. You should probably go watch episode 1.
Yeah, that's hours ago.
You definitely should. I mean, if you don't want to.
So I believe last we heard, a guy told us that Lucky would be joining us at some point, which I don't think is actually true, but we don't know that.
I mean, I don't think so. Out of character, Daniel made it sound like he was going to be working pretty late tonight.
Oh yeah, it's Tech Week.
So yeah, he's probably not going to be joining us. Though, I mean, you never know. Something could happen and he could get home early.
Yeah, he, one of his
It
coworkers.
could happen, but it's not very likely. But I guess whether Lucky comes to join you guys on Genial Jack depends on how long you stay on Genial Jack. If you leave and go somewhere else relatively soon.
I don't need. What else do we have to do on Genial Jack? Or is that just
I mean,
shopping?
Take over the government.
no thanks.
Oh, come on!
It is such a bad.
What else do we have to do on Genial Jack?
We were just shopping. That's all we were doing, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I mean, we really have no other reason to be here.
Okay. Cool.
Oh, come on! Can't you just...
Maybe I could actually find someone who could help me get the weapon upgrades I want here while we're doing this.
Oh, what kind of weapon upgrades are you interested in?
Oh, there's several. Okay. Okay, so first... Wait, what was that?
I also need weapons, quotation mark, upgrades.
I was going to say, if you want to buy weapons, that's entirely possible. You would be aware that if you want to upgrade what you already have, that's probably going to take at least some amount of time.
That's true. Yeah, okay, maybe Genial Jack isn't the best place to do this, so yeah, just window shopping is probably good.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting if he suddenly decides to leave while you guys are still, like, you know, this far away from your blimp, but...
Yeah.
Hephaestus, roll, like, I don't know.
Oh, I have already rolled for the guards. I did this last time. Don't worry. You have escaped with your clothing.
All right, Hephaestus is gonna show up. And he's gonna
it will be at least a little while before you guys get all the way back to your hideout, stash the stuff, and then have time to come back.
No, I'm gonna throw them off the lamp.
Why? The whole point of stealing clothes was so that you wouldn't look like pirates.
Yeah, I know. It was a joke. Oh my god, I am. I
mean, you can, but I wouldn't recommend it.
Yeet.
But yes, I will let you know when it is when I need Hephaestus's next thing. It's going to be a little while while he is escaping from the guards.
Ooh, if just a little like little thing. Could a guy make, like, I don't know, another Hephaestus and like make them work together to take over the government?
Why?
Oh my god.
Okay, I have a question. I have a guy. Can I pause you? Why? Just why?
What benefit? What reason other than because Xavier wants it does a guy have to help Hephaestus?
Well, he's been studying countries lately, and he think it being a nice. You think it being a nice.
You've been studying countries, and the conclusion is that the guy from the tribal nation with no leadership experience and no concept of wealth is the one that should be in charge of a government?
A guy that doesn't know this.
If you've been studying countries at this point, you know what Inca's about.
I do. But still, he'd like to see this.
They basically don't have a government.
Yes, but I'd like to see the amount of. He'd like to have some fun.
I don't think you should go around just overthrowing governments willy-nilly. And I will say, Hephaestus,
No, I'm not gonna be. I'm not gonna be
reasons
going around.
for this, but I don't really think a guy has any good reasons to want to help him with it.
Because he wants to have some fun.
Remember what happened last time you got involved with country politics and how there's a whole country you guys aren't allowed to go to anymore?
Yeah, but if I made another Hephaestus, then they can talk about overthrowing the government together.
And if you
We
wanted,
really need a Daniel to reel in an Xavier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you do. I mean, theoretically, like to answer your question, there is nothing stopping you from making another Hephaestus. But remember that when you call people from other places, it's a drain on your power until you send them back. Like,
Well,
if
hopefully
you make another Hephaestus and leave him here, it's going to make it harder for you to use heavenly bodies for other things.
Well, I'm going to, like, make them think it out. And then, wait, do we get, like, points from last time?
No, you've never gotten any points at the moment.
Dang it, but we got an important place. Like,
Did we?
yeah, we did. We completed the.
I
we
would have
completed-
I would have given Hephaestus points if he had released the king.
Release the what? Oh, release the king. Dang!
That's not a good reason to make decisions. That shouldn't change your mind about what you would have done.
No, I'm just thinking, like, maybe I shouldn't be so worried about it. Maybe I should just going willy-nilly about situations.
Was that not what you were doing?
No!
Oh, I'm pretty sure he was going to let the guy go until you all showed up. I'm just saying.
No. Yes, I was. And then being Hephaestus, he heard them and probably knew that they were smarter than him. In which...
I'm just saying, I can't believe the biggest tip-off for you was when you were like, I'm looking for these people called, like, Lucky and Rook, and he was just immediately like, oh yeah, I know them. I'll help you find them. I thought that was going to be the red flag, where you were like, wait a minute.
Oh. Well, but then they conveniently ended up being outside the door.
Yes. That was literally just convenience of how it worked. I was doing the Hephaestus thing with Xavier before you guys showed up, and we literally left it on pause with him about to open the tomb. And then that's when, like, we came to you guys, and I was like, all right, we'll switch over to the main group for a little while. And you guys went basically straight there. And I was like, all right.
I mean, you did give us a pretty big hint. Like, what? This is a place you've been to before, and yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that is fair. That was just the only reason that I couldn't describe where Hephaestus was because I knew you would immediately recognize it.
Well, what if I said, go, die.
No die.
No, die.
I mean, if you had tried to kill him, things would have gotten incredibly interesting.
Okay, I could have started an entire saga, but no. I decided to trust the group.
I'm still convinced it's gonna happen at some point.
Wait, what's gonna happen?
At some point, somehow, that guy's gonna get released. I can see it coming. If we play long enough, eventually it's gonna happen.
That's fair.
Well, I know what I'm doing next.
Rolling your crafting check?
No.
Hephaestus is gonna sneak down there and try and recruit this dude, is my guess.
Oh, there you guys are.
Did we
Oh,
lose
did
you?
you lose you?
Discord broke for me for some reason.
I hate to see it.
But yeah, if you would like to shop around for, said weapons, armor, clothing, accessories, and technological items, There seems to be everything from, fashion boutiques to jewelers to a shop that it proclaims that they sell grandfather clocks. Like, quite a bit of technological advancement compared to most of the world here on Blowhole.
Which is exactly what is going to happen. Technological advancements will happen when I am president / mono of.
They already are. Like, the only place that any of you guys have been to that is as technologically advanced as the top side of Genial Jack here is in Stella. In fact, Rook, this is probably more familiar territory for you than most of like the rural village type places that you guys have been since you left your home. Nobody seems to be driving cars here. But you have no reason to doubt that they would have the technology for it. There's just simply not enough space.
Yeah.
How big is this whale?
Oh my god!
The whale itself is about 100
He's
miles
huge.
long from end.
Okay.
I have thought of the idea of...
we've got a couple, or medium to large size, like, towns in modern terms here. Like, Blowhole Row is probably 25 miles across,
Oh, I have an idea to
Or
name
like
the country.
this whole section, rather, not just the Blowhole Row, but...
I know the name to name my country once I overthrow it.
My God.
Okay. When you say overthrow the country, are you talking about the whale? Is that is that what you're wanting?
Yeah.
You want to overthrow the whale?
Well, yeah, the people on the whale.
Hephaestus has weird goals.
I'm going to give some background for you because Hephaestus explained it very poorly, and I'm going to help Xavier out here.
All right.
The Coral Fortress is the seat of power here on Genial Jack. That's where the royals live. And for a very long time, they had a monarchy that, by all people's accounts, worked quite well, though definitely some of the older people are looking at it with the rose-tinted glasses. About 20 years ago or so, the queen, who was generally viewed as a just ruler, disappeared somewhere. Killed, thrown off the whale, in a dungeon somewhere, ran away. No one knows where she went. And one of her dukes stepped up to basically take charge, and he is a much generally less well-liked ruler. And
instead of overthrowing the government, why aren't we looking for the queen?
That was Hephaestus's original goal, was to find the queen, and then he decided he was going to overthrow the government instead, and I'm really not sure why.
Okay, got you. Okay. See, I feel like if Hephaestus was on his original goal, I'd definitely be more inclined to help, personally, and Lyra. But
but my idea is God, I can't anything. My head is dead.
What's dead?
What?
felt that.
But my thing was, since the people disliked it, I could side with the people, and with being the king of the pirates, I could be the first kings of the people of Tropica.
King, then that is. Like, are you wanting to get voted in? Like what is?
No.
No.
So I made an entire new government for like all of this.
Yeah, Hephaestus has got a very strange idea of a government.
Okay.
Okay, so it's like a democracy, right?
Okay.
I call it the democratic monarchy.
Great. Okay.
With this, what you can do, is since I'm going to overthrow the government, I'm going to start off the little like rules and stuff, right? But what it's gonna happen is so a king is voted in by the people. There's different parties because it's democratic.
I mean, people are going to make parties.
Yeah, people are gonna make parties, and over time, and a monarch.
If I remember right, basically you want to have a monarchy where, like, when the old king dies or steps down, they elect a new one rather than going to family, right?
Okay.
Is the general idea. Though I know Xavier's got some more intricate details to it as well, but
Yeah. 2 generations, another king, queen or king is voted in, and since I'm going to become the next monarchy, changing the name, I'm going to set the rules in place to make this government. And
so here's my question: is if it's 2 generations and then another king is voted in, what's to stop, if Hephaestus dies and his son takes over or something? What's to stop him from just changing all the rules so that he's king forever?
So to stop that from happening, I will set in place a kings are only allowed to enforce so like evolution, how Charles Darwin.
Yep.
That was a joke.
I'm with you.
Explain.
No, I'm with it. Keep going.
Who's Charles Darwin?
Wait, do you actually not know?
No, I do.
Oh, okay. So I bet you feel really bad for laughing.
I mean, see, but the thing is Rook and Lyra don't.
Oh, is this all happening canonically? I thought we were just listening to Xavier go.
No, I was just being funny.
Yeah. I'm just making bad jokes here. I mean, at some point, you probably will want to have this conversation with Hephaestus and listen to his ideas, but I assume not, like, right here, right now. Like, this probably happens a little bit later,
Considering that he's doing crime, now might not be the best time to hear about his plans to overthrow the government.
Anyway, but like Charles Darwin's theory of evolution, he said that natural selection evolution can only imply evolve things from what they already are. So like our vocal cords, for example, our vocal cords are wrapped around our heart because when we were sea dwellers, we used to put them in our gills. Now we don't. So now it's wrapped around our heart.
I don't know enough about biology to call you on that, but that sounds wrong.
It sounds wrong, but I don't know enough.
I don't know what to think.
Not our heart exactly, but when you like look a picture of heart on Google,
they're connected, I believe, to like it's the whatever the muscle that like protects the heart is.
This have to do with overthrowing a government?
Yes. What does any of this have to do with your type of government or overthrowing a government?
This is a king can only change what's already there. So like let's say I say like no peeing in the water, right?
Okay.
Like I need to do that. my son will say, can only add on to that rule, like, no peeing in the water and the lake.
I see. So
Or
I mean,
the volcano.
I have completely lost where this conversation is going. I don't even.
I kind of get
Kind
what
of
you're
with
saying.
it. I'm kind of with it.
It's like an amendment type system, but I guess.
But like, what's stopping the next king from just saying screw that?
Yeah, I was
and
saying,
just completely undoing
if he's
your
the
system.
king and he controls the guards and the army, like
it sounds like your king is like all powerful. Like, what's gonna stop him from just changing the rules?
I mean,
even if you've already set the rules.
I guess that's the thing. Is like, are you gonna have like a senate or a parliament or something like that to stop the king from just doing whatever the hell they want?
So I'm gonna set up. This might be a little risky, but I'm gonna set up a little area place. They're gonna be called the changer uppers, right?
Of course.
Or the 1 second. Let me.
No, the
think of
changer
it.
uppers is solid. Straight to the point.
1 second. Let me think of a very
All I'm
sciencey.
hearing is I'm establishing a secret police, and
Yeah.
All right, they're called the FIA.
okay. Do you know what that stands for yet, or are you gonna have to come up with that later?
They're called it stands for enforcement, integrity. Wait, no, never mind. Yeah, I'm gonna have to think about something.
You're good. You're good. It's okay. Oh, I get the idea though.
Enforcement Independent Army.
Okay.
They're a separate thing that the king does not control. The people do. If the people do not like the current king that is going on, they can call the FIA to kill this king. Not kill it, but like distrain him from power.
Okay.
And his two generations are scratched off the board.
The only thing I will say about this is you are right. It could be risky. You better make sure that you put somebody with some integrity in charge of that.
That could get corrupted really quick.
Yep.
No, the people are in charge.
Well,
The
I mean,
people.
you can have the people in charge. You can have the people call a vote or whatever, but you still have to have like, a commander, somebody who's in charge, who trains them, who gives the orders and things like that. Once the people have decided what to do, and you better make sure that that guy is very, very trustworthy.
But this place is controlled by the people. But yes, it will have a commander.
I would say there has to be a commander, otherwise you can't form a decent army. But yeah, you just better make sure you really trust whoever you make your commander for that.
Yeah.
If this ever happens.
But it will be controlled by the people and the commander. But the people are above the commander in a way, as in they will make a vote every month. Every 1 month on the 15th. Doesn't matter what day. It just matters that it's on the 15th of every month. They're going to comply. They're going to put this.
That's just their chance every month to put forward their shit and be like, yeah, we don't like this new king or whatever, or this new rule or whatever. Okay.
Yeah.
And I could see this working, but like I said, it could end up corrupted if you're not careful.
With that, I'm not gonna do communism because communism is socialism. The socialist economy is also pretty bad.
Here's the question though: is if you're not going to adopt any ideals of communism or socialism, Hephaestus's original goal was to help the poor people down in Inner Jackberg. How do you plan to spread the wealth to them to make them happier and more well treated, without doing something like free healthcare or monthly government stipends?
I'm gonna make them pay taxes. No, I'm kidding. I'm going.
They already do pay taxes.
But what I'm gonna do.
That's the biggest complaint of many of them, is that taxes are too damn high. Biggest complaint of poor people everywhere.
I'm going to lower the taxes, and I'm going to and with that, I'm also.
And I could keep going forever here. If you're going to lower the taxes, what are you going to do to generate more income, more revenue instead? But as I said, I can keep going forever. We can deal with these problems if Hephaestus ever actually takes over the government. But I think at this point, we've got a pretty good idea of what he's trying to do, at least.
Yeah. But I'm going to lower. I'm going to lower the taxes.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I'm going to lower the taxes for the poor, but I'm going to higher the taxes for the not poor. Higher the taxes. Sorry.
Okay.
Higher the tax.
Raise.
Raise.
The word you're looking for is raise.
Yes, if Rook and Lyra and a guy would like, at some point after the immediate search for Hephaestus has died down, you guys can meet up and hear about this plan of his in character.
Sure.
Honestly, at this point, we've spent so much time talking about it. I feel like we should.
Yep, I mean, it's just easier if you guys know what he's trying to do in character as well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not?
And at the moment, his Jack is currently resting in the water. You actually have to, from where you went, where you landed your ship up here, you have to kind of go up and then down a ladder that Hephaestus lets down, and then from there down through like an ice tube that it holds the water out, down to somewhere quite far under the water. His lair here seems to be built into several of the giant barnacles on Genial Jack's fin. Is currently probably about 60 feet underwater or so. At the very
Here
least.
is my captain's ship.
Mm-mm.
Yay! You're gonna see my captain's ship.
Very nice.
I would say, do you have a ship? I mean, you have a thing.
I do have a thing. I'll show you the thing. In fact,
Yeah, so
I have a picture of it on Discord.
a kind of a drawing of just how it's laid out as you enter. Right now, the whatchamacallit, the whole base is just slightly tilted as Jack is just resting his fins in the water instead of holding them straight out like he does when flying.
There. And then I have little ladders I didn't draw because at the time I didn't need to draw them.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I didn't have.
I mean, this is the first time since you built this layer that Jack has come back down to Earth, so you're probably only finding out that you need to add these like right now.
Cool.
Because until now you've been flying through space, and he normally kind of holds his fins out more straight when he's flying.
Oh no! I thought I already did it when they were like down on her.
But
Yeah.
anyway, yes. So what you guys see as you come down here is a giant barnacle. As you enter inside, has been carved out smooth on the inside. At this point, it's fairly like nicely furnished and well lit, well decorated. The large opening in the top of the barnacle, which would normally be open to the sky right now, has a wall of ice holding the water out. Which one of the crew members seems to be sitting there. He's flipping through a book, reading it, and just every once in a while he just holds up a hand and just makes sure the ice is completely frozen.
I just wanna, when they enter, I just want people to sing Under the Sea. You know? People, let's
Xavier has an obsession with the song "Under the Sea" today for some reason. He sang the entire thing on the call earlier before you guys joined. Well, the whole time I tried to get him to stop.
But yeah.
I love that song.
It is a good song, but I don't need to hear somebody sing it over Discord either.
Under the
Don't do it again. I will mute you.
no.
Oh. Hephaestus can sing a few bars as he as he comes down. A couple of the pirates just absent-mindedly chime in, whistling, before they catch themselves. Damn it! You've got that song stuck in my head now.
Well, you're gonna have to get used to it. Because there's nothing to do down here when we're all alone and logging above us.
It is a little bit difficult to get to the base. You have to be pretty strong with water magic just to get down here safely when he is in the ocean.
Oh, well, one second, I'll be right back.
Okay. Yes. In the meantime, you guys listen to Hephaestus's plan, which you've already heard. I am interested to see what you have to say to him about this in character once he returns. In the meantime, you spy several people around the area that seem to be wearing piratey clothes in matching colors to Hephaestus's. Doing various things. I said one of them is just reading a book and periodically refreezing the wall. There seem to be two that have engaged in a darts game on one of the or with a board that is strapped up on one of the far walls. A couple people are eating and having drinks, talking much more quietly than they were when you first entered, as they're not quite sure about letting you overhear all of their stuff yet.
That's fair.
Hey, I got some plans for us when, we go out into the real world. It's gonna be in the empty area that we haven't used yet.
What are you talking about?
The clothes.
Oh, you're gonna build up that room as like a disguise room, basically.
The armory.
The armory. All right, that works too.
Right where it's. Yeah.
But yes, like I said, because we've already talked about it a bunch out of character, Hephaestus explains his general plan here. Now that you guys are safely away from any searching guards.
So that is
Okay.
a plan. That is quite a plan there.
It's an interesting plan.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
I think where I'm getting stuck is the why. That's kind of where I keep getting stuck. Is like, is there something wrong with this government? Like, is there a reason?
Well, at first my reasoning was because of the rich blocking the poor from getting up into the top areas.
Okay.
Yes, that it's still one of my reasons, but I have a better reason. Like I said, in this society, you just gotta trust the rumors, and that's exactly what I've been doing.
Trust the rumors?
Yeah.
But what rumor are we trusting right now?
The people don't like the Duke, and so I'm here to make the people not live with the Duke.
But do we know why the people don't like the Duke? Like, how do you know that you're not going to just do what the Duke did if you don't know why they don't like him?
I mean, various different people don't like him for a lot of different reasons.
Can we just say Hephaestus does because he's been on the top area and seems to talk to?
Or tell me what Hephaestus's knowledge skill. What's his best knowledge skill?
It's called shark-like instincts.
Yeah. What's the roll for it?
I don't. Let me pull it up here.
I'm gonna say I can grab it if I have to, but yes, please have it.
Bop, boo-doo-boo-doo-boo, bop, bop. It's 7 keep 2.
A 7 keep 2. All right.
Unless godly knowledge would would answer that. Don't think it would.
You know, I'd allow it. Why not? What's that one?
It's 7 keep 3.
Okay. I will allow it. And I'm assuming that probably doesn't explode, so your total is going to be 13. Yes, with the 13 and the time that Hephaestus has been here, you've picked up some of these gripes and complaints. Basically, everyone says the taxes are too high. Not just the poor people, the rich people as well are just as equally complaining about that. Of course, the people down in Inner Jackburg complain about just how difficult it has become to move up in the world. Back in the days of the old queen, they say anyone could go and open a business in Barnacle Bank or in the Grooves. And that's become much more difficult recently, though they don't really, or you don't really know exactly why it has been.
I'm just gonna blame it on the Duke.
The other problem that pretty much is universally complained about across all different groups is there's not enough food. And you don't know how this could possibly be the Duke's fault, but people complain as if it were the Duke's fault that Jack does not come down to earth anywhere near as much as he used to.
And that's why I'm doing this.
And as far as, just specific gripes and things like that, yeah, people, there's all kinds of specific things that have gotten more expensive. The clockwork technology that is so prevalently used here it's very expensive and difficult to get any new amount of it. Airship travel, just a passage on one of the airships from one end of Jack to the other is significantly more expensive. Basically, the biggest complaint people seem to have is money problems. And most people seem to blame it on the Duke for one reason or another.
And and that is why and that is the rumors I trust.
Okay. Okay, so here's the
The
thing.
other big rumor that you caught on to, which kind of inspired this plot that I will remind you of, is there are a lot of rumors that say that the Duke either murdered the Queen or had her exiled, tossed off the whale down to Earth.
And that is a conspiracy theory. I do not believe. No, I'm kidding. I said I trust the rumors, and so I trust the rumors.
Okay. So, yet again, I have questions. I understand the problem with the Duke now. What is your plan to fix any of the problems? Like, you explained your whole form of government and your generation and your legacy policy and your concern about peeing in water. But like, what is the plan for like?
No. That was just an example to further explain my
Right. But what are you gonna do about like the food? About like do you have a plan for that, or is it just this guy's bad? We should need to get rid of him, and I'm here.
And yes, I do. I have solutions.
I think this. Who's talking first? Me? You?
I mean, you go ahead.
Okay, I mean, I think this is out of character, but the last time we were here, we discussed alternate ways to get food, like farming. But since barely anybody here actually knows magic, it'll be difficult to actually get that running. Because there's really no natural soil here.
I mean, yeah, but like, the people outside has figured out how to do it, so like, yeah.
But those require huge domes, though.
Well, yeah. But do you know what else requires huge domes?
What's that?
Gigantic domes on the moon.
Yeah, Rook, I don't think this plan is. I don't know about this.
I do have a solution to farming. Opening trade routes and letting people.
We're having those green chili burgers there at the moment. That's all we got. On any river. Yes, you. We never eating last time. You want anyway?
Anyway.
As I heard something in the background, I could not understand anything.
Yeah, that was my grandpa talking to me about dinner.
Hi, Grandpa.
Oh, he left. But opening trade routes would be the best way. Also, moving people in. Moving people into the top.
I mean, that is one thing that's just very evident for those of you. Lyra, you haven't actually been to Inner Jackburg yet, but for the rest of you who have been there, that is one very, very clear thing, even just from the map here, is Inner Jackburg is crowded, packed tight and cramped. And the entirety of this basically only takes up, like, from, like, the base of the whale's throat to like down here, you know, like there is clearly a lot of space that could still be used on the exterior side on outer Jackburg, whereas the interior is very, very cramped and tightly confined.
So moving people from the bottom and moving them to the top would work. But then I'd also have to, get stuff to build like on other places, like the tail. Wait, would the tail work, or would that fling them off?
The buildings would need to be built very, very sturdily and reinforced with magic, probably. But they do it like, it would be no more dangerous to live on the tail than it would be to live down here on the grooves. The part that occasionally scrapes the bottom of the ocean when he enters the water.
Can I just point out, out of character, why did they do this in the first place? Who was like, let's colonize a whale? This just seems impractical.
The history of Genial Jack is something that you guys could look into, but it would take some specific looking around.
Yeah,
Most
again,
people
that
don't
was
really-
more out of character, just
Yeah.
general brain going, why?
I was just letting you know, I have considered this, and I do, in fact, in the story, know why, but...
And then we could make floating districts, like out of like little planes, but not planes. The blimps, like little blimps connected to the whale by a ladder or something, and that could house people in the air that has oxygen. Or people.
I mean, you know that once Genial Jack is in space, there's some kind of magic that he himself, the whale, uses that basically surrounds him with air.
Has Genial Jack consented to all of this? Like,
You guys have only ever had literally one line of dialogue with the whale.
But Hephaestus does
seem to
know
like you
that
guys.
there's a strange magic that affects him when he goes into space. Because Hephaestus is a space pirate.
Yep. I mean, theoretically, if Jack didn't consent to having a city on him, he could just do a barrel roll in the water right now, and it'd be gone.
that's fair.
But like floating cities would work also, with like people moving into the floaty cities, or little swimming cities that were made to like be connected underwater that could also float. But there's a lot of possibilities that I could do with moving people up and giving them food.
What do you think, Rob?
This sounds like a lot of effort.
Yeah.
Well, as long as the people like it,
I will tell you guys, out of character, do not feel obligated to stay here and help Hephaestus with this.
I don't know
I
if
don't
Rook
want
wants
to.
to do
I would say
this.
this-
Lyra doesn't.
I mean, if you have any, short-term assistance that you would like to give him or could give him or anything like that, or, if you've decided that Hephaestus is a villain that needs to be stopped, that is a possibility. But
He's not a villain.
Don't
Not a
feel
villain.
obligated to stay here and deal with this
But-
long term. This is what I'm running for Xavier as the Hephaestus side story.
Okay. Okay, if there's anything that we can do, like, right now, before we go to help, then yeah, but...
I mean, you could help me gather a bunch of people.
Gather people.
Yeah.
What kind of
Like talk to your side character.
I don't even know my side character yet. I haven't even been like anything for him. I just know what he looks like and what his power is.
Yeah, we may just
I mean,
want to leave
you-
that for later because it's still not ready yet. But
I mean, you could always do what I did with a guy, just do stuff and then make a character out of.
that only works for you because one of the things I've said before and I'll say it again, Chud, you are very, very creative. You are very good at improvising.
Well, I thank you.
Sometimes the things you say don't make a whole lot of sense, but you just don't worry about it and you just go. And I love that about you, but it does not work for everyone.
Okay.
Impressive. For the record,
But you could,
I
like,
said, I
help
love that
me
about
gather.
you. Not everyone could do that, though.
And then you could start the battle, but I don't think you want to do that.
I don't think you're ready for a battle of any sort at this point. You don't even know where the Duke lives yet.
No, I don't.
Except for that it's
But
somewhere
they
up
could-
here in the Coral Fortress, which is a very large
I mean,
area.
they could, like, you guys could go find it, and then I can find it, and then I can live off that information.
You want us to find where the Duke lives?
Yeah, and then help me gather people. Those are the two things that I'd like you to help me.
I mean, I feel like Hephaestus is probably the right person to find people that agree with him. Like,
Yeah,
given-
I don't
Yeah.
think they.
giving them the idea here, but I don't think they still really don't entirely know what Hephaestus is going for, what kind of people he wants to hire. or
Well,
work
I mean,
with.
you could, I don't bring me with you, like, around, and then I could talk to these people,
Well-
tell them where to go, and all this.
If we're bringing you with us, then you might as well just do it
for
yourself.
yourself.
Well, I don't want to take all that time that you could just
But you're
teleport
coming
me
with
to other
us anyway. But if you're coming with us anyway, then you're already taking the time.
But at least I don't have to do, like, do a different side story
I don't.
out of.
I will tell you out of character, Xavier. Right, I don't have extra people for you to find like ready to go. Like, you're gonna have to let me know like what you're looking for if you want to try and find someone that might be willing to help you.
Oh,
In
well,
what kind of position or what
I
kind of
just
job.
want
We can
people.
handle that later. That is good side story stuff. I promise.
Okay. Oh man.
Find where the Duke lives.
I mean, yeah, we can definitely find where the Duke lives.
And then get off of this whale.
Yeah,
We should get off of this whale.
yeah, I think we should too.
Yeah.
Lucky seems really mad. I think maybe.
I don't
I
know.
wouldn't know.
I thought Lucky would be here by now, and he didn't come, which makes. Like,
Yeah, he might actually be really mad at us this time.
oh
so.
shit, that'd be bad. That'd be bad. Also, I wish Lucky was just here, and I feel like Lucky would have opinions on these things. We should really get off of this whale soon.
We really, yeah, okay,
We
well,
need to get off the whale. Yeah. Okay. We'll find the
Duke?
Duke, and then
Duke,
we.
where are
And then
you?
we just start calling out to Duke.
Dude, have you guys seen Exandria Unlimited?
I've
I
watched
have
like
not.
the first 3 episodes.
I'm just imagining Opal's food.
Yes.
Oh god.
And she is right,
Anyways.
like 50% of the time it works.
Yeah. Alright, anyways.
Honestly, I will say I watched all of season 1 and season 2 of Critical Role. And
Nice.
I was one of those people that, like, when they started the 3rd one, I was like, oh, they're changing the cast. Like, I'm not going to like this as much. It's so good, though.
Yes, this isn't even the 3rd one. This is just a little short one they're doing.
Yeah, I know. But it's like, I guess it's like the 3rd series, so to speak.
Yeah.
It wasn't just a one-shot. But I was like, oh man, I'm not gonna like this as much with the cast changes and stuff like that, especially because Travis is one of my favorite people on the show, and he's not in it. And I was like,
Oh, yeah.
that's gonna suck. And then I watched like a couple episodes of it, and it's just fucking great. It really
It's
is.
hilarious.
Is Travis one of the brother people that I'm supposed to know the names of? The Miguel?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, there's like a.
I didn't find a quick way of getting rid of the Duke.
Travis Willingham is
Willingham, okay.
He's probably most well known for being Colonel Mustang in the English dub of Full Metal Alchemist.
I have not seen it, but I believe you.
So he's in a bunch of stuff. He's also Brock in some of like the later seasons.
See, now
of
you got me. See, now
Oh,
you got
shit.
me.
He's
Now
not,
I'm
the,
with you.
he's not the original Brock, but he is the second English voice of Brock.
Wow, I didn't know that. Crazy.
He's a really like, or not really popular, fairly popular voice actor. But yeah, he was just one of my favorite cast members on the first 2 seasons, and I was sad when I saw that he wasn't going to be in this one.
Gotcha.
But yes. Well, how would you guys like to go about finding out where the Duke lives?
Oh, I guess start looking for the biggest house.
You guys are just gonna head down to the Coral Fortress area over here.
Yeah, I
which is
suppose.
the general area
that's-
that Hephaestus knows where that it is.
Okay, time out. Lyra has concerns. Should we be bringing Hephaestus, who just committed crimes?
Okay, well, no, Hephaestus, sit.
On.
Do you want us to find out who the Duke? Do you want us to find the Duke for you or not?
Fine, I'll go with my. I'll go with my crew. Whatever.
When Hephaestus next gets points to spend, I would highly suggest picking up some sort of skill in disguise. It's going to come in very handy for the things you're trying to do.
All right.
But just
Can
make
it
a
be that-
note on Hephaestus' character sheet, like learn a disguise skill.
I mean, I could. I mean, I use this in hide and seek games. I like pick up a rock and then I throw it somewhere else. So
I mean, that would be
so
stealth, not disguise. But I mean, either one could work, really.
Oh, yeah. I'm going. Hephaestus is going the Abhishek direction now.
The what?
That's a reference to our very first game, The Agency. To
Okay.
Xavier's first character.
Okay.
Silent but deadly. And very.
I mean, more
dumb.
often than not, he was not silent and deadly, but loud and intimidating. That's okay, though.
Yeah.
He had
But
the
I'm
skills
still-
to be both. It was just Xavier chose violence more often than not.
Well,
Because,
yeah, because he doesn't trust anyone. If I told you the backstory,
Yeah,
you would
so-
probably get
I mean,
why.
Abhishek was Xavier's edgelord character. His background was, short version was that he was raised a child soldier.
Gotcha.
In India.
So yeah, he was Xavier's edgelord character.
Gotcha.
He was kidnapped.
What?
He's mellowed out a whole lot. That was something I feel like even Garion has forgotten, but he is now
A guy.
Yeah, no,
that.
he's a guy's dad.
and he has mellowed out quite a bit over the course of a couple hundred years.
Yeah, no, I don't think I
he-
ever actually experienced Abhishek before. So,
The best moment that I could give you, or like the best thing that I can give you to describe Abhishek is he had a tendency to point guns at people for no particular good reason. And then that habit got violently broken of him when he pointed a gun at somebody else who was also armed and ready, and they blew his kneecap off.
Could I bring in another Abhishek that was
That would be
Could
a
I bring
very,
in
very
another
hard roll.
what?
You would need.
you're in it? Okay.
Oh, sorry, I was dying there. That would be a very, very difficult roll to make. I mean, it's theoretically within the capabilities, but I don't think your skill in heavenly bodies is high enough to do that yet.
stays here,
Um,
and we go find the Duke.
yes.
And
So,
move.
I mean, if you approach up into the Coral Castle here, there are, obviously, like, the map here is fairly accurate. There are a lot of very twisting, winding paths that all seem to be carved out of beautiful coral. It shimmers in the sunlight and blends many, many different tropical colors. And the path just kind of winds its way up in like a snaking path, branching in a couple places, but the main path is very obvious. And it leads to the palace at the very top. But the palace seems to be closed off. There is in front of the closed palace doors, a memorial to the queen with an inscription along the lines of missing but not forgotten.
Aw. Why aren't we looking for the queen? That seems like the more logical approach.
Just out of curiosity, can I scan the whale for the queen with Arc of Souls?
You have no idea what, or you've never met her, or have any idea what she would be like.
That's true.
Though you do, there is a painting of her here at this kind of shrine almost, and you can see what she looks like. A woman in probably her mid-40s, but clearly very, very healthy what's the word I'm looking for? I don't even know. But she's
Awesome.
definitely older. She's got like gray flecks in her hair and things like that. But she looks, like I said, healthy and well taken care of. The painting depicts her in kind of a scholarly pose. The portrait above, and then it's almost kind of a perspective looking at her as if she's holding a book in front of her that she's looking at as the painting was drawn. Was long dark hair and kind of sharp-ish features, a little bit of a long nose, and not exactly what you would describe as a beautiful woman, but she's very, very stately and very well presented.
Okay.
So do we assume that the Duke lives in the palace?
Are there any guards
seems
nearby?
to have been closed down, just in memoriam of the missing queen. With a little bit more looking around, you can actually find out that this house right here is the one that the Duke himself lives in.
Okay, awesome.
Cool. Did it. Got it. Let's go.
I was gonna have to thought we were gonna put in like a whole act, but no, we just found it. Hell yeah.
It's I mean, it's really not all that hard to find as you're going along here. There is a quite large statue in the kind of terraced front shelf that serves as a yard in front of his gigantic coral carved manor, depicting the Duke, that has a plaque on it that broadly reads Duke Wellingtonshire.
Awesome name.
I just had to give him just the most ridiculous, pretentious Duke name ever. So,
All right, case closed.
Right. Did that?
There
Don't know
do
why
seem
Hephaestus
to
couldn't
be
do this.
other Dukes. There seem to be 2 other Dukes, actually, as well, that still hold the same title technically, but this is the one that is running things from what you heard of Hephaestus.
Okay.
I'm back.
All right, yeah, let's go back and tell Hephaestus, I guess.
Go.
Oh, this is really. I'm eating dinner too.
Nice.
The other two, which I'm going to mark with just not fully complete circles, live in these locations down here. Hold on.
Wait, how many dukes are there?
There's three, but
there are 3 dukes, but only one of them is the one that everyone seems to acknowledge as who's in charge now. They all had the same title of duke before the queen disappeared, though, and one guy seems to have ended up on top of this.
All right, so Hephaestus, there you go. Good
yeah,
luck.
he's at the Coral Fortress. That's his house right there. There's 2 more.
I don't think you can miss it. There's like got his name real big.
Yeah, he's pretty. You know what? Yeah, you won't miss it.
You got this.
Thank you.
No problem.
I assume
All
that
right.
you guys are going to head back to your airship and bail on out.
Yep.
Yep.
Gotta go find
Find
Lucky.
Lucky.
I guess.
Yeah. We're so much sync today. This is great.
Yeah.
You're going to go find Lucky? Is that the plan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A guy, do you know where Lucky was last you talked to him?
Yeah.
What?
He was at the king. Like,
Oh, he's still with the king?
I think so. I don't know.
Well, that was like a few hours ago at this point, but he was.
Picking up the reward took a minute. Weird.
Hmm. Reward.
For the games. That's why he was
Oh.
at the kings, remember?
Oh. Damn, we forgot about that, huh? All right.
Lucky picked it up for you guys, though. I assume,
Okay, yeah, let's,
I assume he'll split it up once you guys meet with him. I don't even know if. Yeah, I think everyone was still there when I told Lucky how much you guys got from it.
I think so. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he'll split it up whenever you find him or get back to him.
All right. Yeah. Lucky time.
Lucky time.
Wherever he is right now.
Should we go to the king or should we just head back to the guild? What do you think? We could just wait for Lucky back at the guild?
We don't know he's eating dinner right now, do we?
No, we do not.
Okay.
Because someone is withholding information that could be useful.
No, that was like a couple hours ago at this point. Anyway.
Oh, okay,
Okay.
yeah. I mean, anyways, I was gonna say go back to the guild,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, we can just wait for him at the guild, I guess. We're
Yeah. Now I get to check. Gotta check.
what?
Now I get to check some.
what?
A guy has been
No idea.
waiting to go back to the guild because he wants to check on his shop.
Oh, his favorite guild member. Or no, his crafting thing, or
I was say, I think that's what he mentioned last time was that he wanted to check on his shop.
oh, I forgot he set up shop. Okay.
Yeah, he has a shop that basically has an extremely long waiting list because you guys are only there once every month.
We should start staying there longer.
You guys got stuff to do. Oh.
Big store.
Besides, I mean, I know a guy likes his shop and he likes blacksmithing, but you make so much more money adventuring.
Oh, but this is a better way to test my skills,
Better
Is
way
it
to
right?
test your skills than fighting deadly monsters, got it.
Blacksmithing, because now I'm not do it anymore.
I'm just messing with you. But yes, if you guys load up on the blimp and blink yourself back to the guild, I believe that's
Hephaestus would
No,
wait.
that's 3 of 5 charges, because 1 to go to the games, 1 to go to, 1 to go to Per Grand, then 1 to go here, and then 1 to go back. So right now, you've only got 1 day, or 2 days left until it recharges. But your teleporting blimp has exactly 1 teleport left in it for the moment.
Okay.
Hey,
And it recharges with the rising of the sun on the beginning of a new week, which is 2 days from now.
Gotcha.
I already have an entire plan for how I'm gonna like take over the government. Hopefully.
I mean, we will see how the side story goes. Today was our crossover episode. But in fact,
like I already have everything planned out for what we're gonna do.
by the time that these guys are back in the area, Genial Jack will have probably flown away. But we will handle that in the next Hephaestus side story.
The last words of Hephaestus today. All right, man.
If you're gonna try and get back down to the island and wake that dude up, and then somehow convince him to help you, all before Genial Jack leaves, I have to at least make it a challenge.
All right, let's go. I'm sending a fake me down there. Fake me.
You're waking him up?
Later.
Waking who up?
Oh no.
I just figured out. Never mind. I know what we're talking about now.
I think you actually missed that when Discord was dying on you earlier. But yes, Hephaestus wants to recruit him to help with his plans.
Oh, good luck.
I'll be right back. And we'll get another fake cheeseburger.
Okay.
Cheeseburger?
I don't know what he means, but I'm just gonna move on.
Makes sense.
So you guys are gonna pop back to the guild.
Yep.
Yeah.
And when you arrive, you get the customary just kind of cheering as you enter. People seem to be celebrating, drinking a lot, being a little bit more rowdy even than usual, and just the excitement of winning the games. The center of this seems to be previously the other guild members who were on the team. And now, as soon as you guys have entered, you guys as well.
Hey everyone. Sorry we're late.
What'd you have to run off so fast for?
Giant whale.
In the sky.
And other things.
I was wondering what the hell that was.
It was a giant whale.
It was a giant whale, and it's better off not being here. I'm just gonna say that.
You see,
It had a whole shopping district on it.
It did.
In the back of the guild, you see 2 people just kind of surreptitiously, like, one of them passes money to the other. He definitely just lost some kind of bet.
Oh god. Oh yeah, I forgot Rook is wearing a very fancy outfit now. I forgot about that.
Oh yes, you've returned dressed immaculately. And and say Talavar will gonna step up and just kind of probably just slightly too hard, just kind of like friendly smack you on the back and say, "Oh, wherever you went, they must have been fancy."
Oh yeah. Yeah, actually, it was pretty fancy, wasn't it, Lyra?
Yeah. We went to a whole shopping
Surprisingly.
district. It was very nice.
Yeah.
A shopping district on a whale.
It's a very big whale.
It sounds as weird as it is. I don't think we could make this up.
You really do have to see to believe it.
Yeah,
It's kind of mind-boggling.
it was very strange. They have a whole class system problem happening right now. You'd be surprised.
And
Yeah, I
he
think
just
there's
kind
going to be a
of,
civil war happening soon, maybe.
Yeah,
He just
is
kind
that the
of
leader of the
collapses
rebellion? Like it was. I don't.
He's a character.
He's something.
He just kind of claps his hands and he says, "Well, if they're about to have a war, I best go see it soon then." And he walks out the door.
Oh, all right. See ya, I guess.
But
I don't know if he'll catch up to that whale on time, but
I
I have
don't.
no
I
idea
don't-
if he will either. We'll find out later.
Like, I think
But
that
he
Will's
is
gonna make
totally
his
the
own
type of
schedule.
character who would want to go see this.
I love that. So what now, Rook?
Lucky's not here, is he?
Has anyone seen Lucky?
Steele will kind of pipe up, definitely a little bit drunk at this point. He'll say, "Oh, he stopped by a little while ago. He said he had some school business to deal with, though, I think."
Oh, is he
Complained that
back at the
was gonna
school?
Have, like, a couple days worth of paperwork to do or something.
Oh.
Gross. So do we stay here?
Yeah, I guess we just chill here.
I mean, our blimp isn't going.
It's got like another day or so to fully recharge, so I think staying here is not the worst idea.
You've got
Yeah,
one
let's just
teleport left, but if you go anywhere, you're stuck there for 2 days at the moment.
Yeah.
Or you can just
Stay
hang
here.
out here and wait for it to recharge. Yeah. Which
Yeah,
gives
like
the guy
second.
plenty of time to check on his shop whenever he comes back. But
Yeah. And I have some stuff I want to work on too with Rook.
okay.
So I guess This
Here, let me
little-
switch to the right map for us here.
I'm gonna go grab a drink real fast. I'll be right back.
Yeah, okay. Is it this one? Yeah, it's this one. You know, I think we briefly showed you this map before, Maggie, but this is Eushora. This is the town that our guild is in. It's this big horseshoe-shaped building.
Oh, I've been so long.
Hello. This is where the time traveling hotel is, and over here, this blue one is a guy's shop.
Gotcha.
I missed it. My hole. The guy is immediately gonna run to his hole.
Okay.
Your hole.
Yes, a guy, instead of living in a room in the guild like most reasonable people do, for some reason, he lives in a hole, a cave that he has created outside right over here.
Okay.
It used to be a training area, but like a guy blew it up in his backstory and then decided to create a cave to live in out of it. And then they moved the training
Alright, I'm
area
back.
down here, and that's the second circle.
My hole. Oh my god, he still has the bug guts.
To be fair, it's outside, it's not temperature controlled in any way. It sometimes fills up with a little bit of water when it rains, but it's also just way bigger than the rooms that you get in the guild hall.
And I keep the water somewhere.
That is literally the original reason that a guy learned water magic, was to keep his hole from flooding when it rained.
Oh my god.
Slanted roof. Slanted roof. I am an architect. I am an architect.
Well,
Okay.
I would say you learned earth magic first, right?
Yeah.
And then
No.
you use that to make it better.
No. I learned water magic first.
Okay. Yeah, so no, the slanted roof and everything that made it easier only came after you learned earth magic, because that's what you used to build that. So that came later.
Uh-huh. I mean, I could have used ice.
Why didn't you just not use magic and just build a different roof? Dumb question. I'm getting a vibe that might be a dumb question.
I mean,
I mean, I could make
It's
something
one of
that.
those things where it's like he had a roof, but it was not particularly well constructed because as a low-level character, his crafting skill was not that good at the time. So by the time he learned earth magic, it was better to just, earthbend like, solid rock walls and stuff like that than what he had before that.
My bug guts! Yes!
It's bug. I mean, I feel like when you say bug guts, it makes it sound extra weird. But you do have some shells that are from like giant insects.
I gotta open my character sheet to see what other stuff is in my hole.
Your ukulele. Or not
Oh yeah, my
your
ukulele.
banjo. Is one of them, I know.
I'm gonna.
I believe if I remember right, you also left JJ here in his fishbowl. Instead of taking him to the tournament, his pet fish.
I don't know who JJ is yet.
JJ is a guy's pet fish, and he usually lives inside of the magical water canister that a guy has that holds like way more than it looks like it should.
Got you.
But I think he left him here in like a normal fishbowl while you guys went to the tournament, just in case something bad happened.
Good. Okay.
And he is just like have you ever seen a rainbow carp?
Yeah.
JJ kind of looks like that, but with like a little bit more feathery like wings. And Rook, you've seen this before actually. Like if at any point this fish leaves the water, its fins spread wide and they can actually fly for a short period.
Okay,
Usually
I didn't know
in
that
an attempt
before.
to
Wow.
reach- He's a wingfish.
Hello, JJ. I should really put something on your bowl to name so I can if I do forget your name I could remember.
Right, so with
Somehow I don't
Sharpie.
think you're ever gonna forget JJ. So,
Brian.
Brian. But no, the whatchamacallit, yes. This is a guy's pet that he has had for quite a long time. Is a wingfish, which are mostly aquatic, but are able to hold their breath for up to about an hour or so, while they fly through the air to search for a new place or new water.
But now let's say I just put two fish bowls, like one on one side and the other on the other, and he just jumps between them.
I mean, he could totally do that.
Let's go!
You even teach him a trick, just like set up a little hoop between them for him to jump through.
Oh yeah, and then it's on fire.
Maybe save that for later.
No, I'm not. And then I'm gonna play a little song with my banjo.
Okay, so a guy, we've decided to spend like 2 days here. You're spending the first one just enjoying your hole. What is everyone else doing?
Okay. Oh, there's so many things I do want to do, but okay, hang on. Anything Lyra wants to do first before I decide?
No, you can decide, because I think Lyra's just going to try to kind of mingle, because she pretty much joined the guild and immediately went to the games and doesn't know anybody here at all.
As you mingle around, there are many people in here that congratulate you heartily as part of the winning team. Let me pull up my full list of people here and figure out who's actually in the room right now.
I'm gonna draw my plan and I'm gonna send it to you. So next time we do our little thing.
all of the people who participated with you in the games, except for Talavar, who has now left to go find this whale that you have talked about. You had a brief interaction with him, but he seems to already be off on the next thing. But Steele will congratulate you on a job well done. He is very, very drunk at the moment. He is the former guild master, but he has been time regressed back to being like 30 years old again. He's enjoying his fresh liver.
How old was he when we?
He was like in his like mid-50s, almost 60 before.
Gotcha.
He went back about 25 years.
Does he remember all? Like, does he know that he's?
He knows now, but he doesn't remember anything.
He doesn't actually remember anything that happened in the meantime, but everyone's filled him in on what happened, basically.
Interesting.
This is one of the more common sights to see in the guild hall nowadays, is somebody telling a story of a time that they went on a mission with him at some point during those years. Like, all the guild members all have different stories and things like that, and it's just always kind of a fun event for the guild. They seem to enjoy it, just like to gather around and like watch somebody tell a story that he was a part of but doesn't remember, and just watch his reactions to it.
Oh.
You were the fearless leader.
And a lot of times he's like,
was-
yeah, it sounds like I would have done that. Like,
He was a fearless leader, and now he's just a troublemaker.
I mean, not entirely accurate, but on the right track, really. He was definitely much more bold and he's less wise 25 years ago, as should be obvious. Yes, he is there, as is his wife, who mostly seems to kind of be a little bit of the sarcastic type, as these stories are being told. Anytime she thinks someone's embellishing something or whatever, she calls them out on it immediately. And she kind of likes to make not ill-intentioned, but definitely sarcastic type jokes. And then most of the rest of them, I feel like, who were at the competition, you've got to know fairly well, because they're either, you know, a player character or just someone that you actually talk to. And then there's the people that weren't on the team. The only one that you meet here, or that you really have a chance to talk to, who wasn't at the competition in some regard, is Kima, who works behind the bar. She is a 30-something-year-old woman, a little bit on the heavier side, with a long hair that is kind of like a light blue color, which I think actually is fairly similar to Lyra's, isn't it?
Yeah.
But she seems to work behind the bar, and just everyone, even the older people in the guild, the members who are significantly older than her, just kind of treat her as like the motherly figure. And there's several of the younger guild members as well, who joined not all that much before you. like Burke, a younger woman who seems to mostly stick with her particular group, which includes another one of these people here, Joel Mack, a kind of taller, like elegantly dressed guy with blonde hair, who wears a sword even when he's sitting down in the guild hall. And then Talavar was the third member of their group before he got up and left, but they just seemed to be talking. And I said it seems like the guild is all friendly with each other. They all have their own team, so to speak. Like, people are kind of divided up into the groups that they usually go on missions with is the people that they're generally sitting with, you know?
I've her name. Oh gosh, just said her name. The one behind the bar. The motherly figure. I completely forgot. Help.
Yes, she is. You would know just from the stories that you've heard at this point that she is one of Lucky's childhood friends, who is actually one of the founding members of the guild along with Lucky.
Looks around at everyone who already seems to be in conversations and knowing people, and decides to just kind of go over to her instead. Sit down.
As you sit down, she just kind of looks around. She's, I know it can be hard to get used to the groups and the niches around here. There's no reason to feel nervous, though. Everyone's here celebrating the victory, and you played quite a big part in that. I wasn't there,
Yeah.
but I was watching.
Yeah, that's the part of the weirdness, I think, is that everyone seems to know who I am because of that, because with everybody, and I don't know anyone. But everyone seems really nice.
Introduce yourself.
You'll get to know them all as well. And she kind of looks over at Rook, who kind of call that. It's not like you've done much introducing either, Mr. Mysterious.
Ah, shut up.
What day is it?
Wednesday.
Well, no, like in time,
Well, that makes more sense.
In game, it's Friday.
Dang! Whatever. I'll do a victory song.
A guy gets up on the small stage in one corner of the guild hall and starts playing his banjo.
Plaque yet?
Wait, what?
Has a guy seen the plaque yet that Lucky made for him?
Oh no!
For doing not bad things?
You would actually probably see it as you came in. Kima, who's already talking to Lyra, seems to get a little bit distracted. As a guy comes in, she kind of waves to you and says, "Oh, come over here." And if you do, she kind of pulls out the carved wooden plaque that Lucky crafted, which I don't remember exactly what it said. I'm trying to remember.
I'm pretty sure Daniel's exact words were, "With all the love and sincerity, thank you for not being an idiot." And I feel like that's what he said. And like it was something similar to that. It was something, but like it was meant genuinely. Like genuinely. With love.
Yes. And this is the message that you get from Lucky on this carved wooden plaque. With just like a scene of you just like saving the city by putting out fires. Just like carved above the words. And she just kind of pulls it out and hands it to you. Lucky left that for you here.
Well, aren't you the lucky one?
That's good.
Thanks.
But if you ask me, I think both of you could do with some introducing yourself around. Never know what friends you might make. Seems like Lucky's gonna be awfully busy. And Hubba's off doing work with the school as well. You might want to find someone else to bring along, depending on what job you're planning on taking next.
That is a good, decent idea.
Okay.
How about this? Lyra, you introduce yourself to others.
Okay.
Wait, no, that's
Okay, how about Rook? You introduce yourself to others.
I don't need to introduce myself. I'm me.
That's fair. I also don't. I made a friend. For the record, while we were at the games, I made a friend. So
I saw that.
I did.
Very nice.
Thank you. So that's like 4 friends. I have you and a guy and Lucky and Siren and I've forgotten the bar lady's name again. I feel really bad. I'm so sorry. But I got her. Like I already have like I'm Sis, if you want to count him.
This is plans.
I have Bubbles the cat. Holds up Bubbles the cat. I have a cat.
Bubbles the cat, that's always a good one.
Mm-hmm. Okay, how about this? We go introduce ourselves.
Fine.
Okay.
I have to say, I love this interaction between two very socially awkward characters.
Yeah. Lead the way.
Oh god. Rook tries his best, but he doesn't know anything on the inside. Okay, shit. Where do I start?
I literally grew up in a cult. There are no social norms are not a
For your
thing.
reference, basically the groups here that seem to have formed are Burke and Jolnak are sitting together. And Talavar was sitting with them, but he got up and left. Steele and his wife Sops are sitting together with a member that I don't actually think either of you have met yet.
I am.
And Duba just kind of seems to be wandering from group to group, just like leaving and joining conversations. Currently standing by Steele and Sops, but he seems to be moving around the room quite a bit.
Gotcha. Who's the person we don't know sitting with again?
He is sitting with the Steele, or she is sitting with Steele and Sops.
Let's go say hi to her then.
Yeah.
We don't know her yet.
Yeah.
Let's go bother her.
Yeah. Wait.
Here we go, and I start pushing Lyra.
Lyra's like awkwardly shuffling, like, oh god. Hi.
And they kind of greet you as you sit down, or as you join them at the table. And it currently seems to be just a story in mid-telling. The woman who neither of you have met before is fairly short, with like short-cut dark hair, and dressed in just normal, like what you would expect, like travel clothes.
I have sent you the Hephaestus plans.
Great. But she is currently just telling a story of a time that her and Steele delved down deep into some caves below the earth, and fought some kind of horrible monster there. You don't even know what it could possibly be from the way she's describing it. Like, she's definitely exaggerating somewhat, but she's talking about, like, you know, multiple heads, like tentacles, like people being swallowed whole. It definitely sounds like it's partially embellished.
Okay.
But she is telling the story to Steele, and Sal's just kind of, I think this has to be one of the most ridiculous ones you've told us yet. And she kind of stops. Weren't buying that one then? Okay.
Hey, I thought it was pretty good.
Well, that's what I used to do, storyteller by trade. Oh.
What's your name, by the way? I don't think we met you yet.
Mina.
Mina.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Rook, and this is Lyra.
Nice to meet you both. And she kind of puts out, like, 2 hands to shake, like, both of your hands simultaneously.
And that's just M-I-N-A?
M-I-N-A-E.
Gotcha.
It's got the fancy Latin A-E in there.
So what do you do, Mina?
Well, like I said, mostly I tell stories, and I try to deal with as many problems as I can. We're talking about magic, and she just kind of holds up a couple fingers, and like the 2-finger like peace sign, and one of them like lights up and glows brightly, and the other one just seems to go pitch black, like Vanta black.
Oh, you're the light and dark one. Gotcha.
I don't know what that means.
She has light and dark magic.
Oh, cool.
She mostly uses it for illusions and visual storytelling, basically. But she is fairly powerful. And she will say, with the right combination, light and dark, it's all about shading. You can make anything look real.
I think you cut out a little bit.
Oh. And she says, with light and dark, it's all about the shading. Combined together, they're much more than they are separately.
That's true. Say, we all have there's 5 people at this table, right?
Yeah.
Would you all be up for a game? How many players can Amazon?
Up to 6.
Hey, would you guys all be up for a game of Amazon?
Actually, it's up to 8.
Oh.
Amazon?
It's a bit like chess, but different. Don't worry, I'll walk you through it.
At some point,
Okay.
I'd love to.
I mean, I could pull up the board right now, and we could actually do this. But
Are we actually playing a game?
Oh shit! Okay, I forgot
mean,
you had the board.
I would say it is a real game. You just play it on a normal.
I have never actually played Amazon before, so.
I mean, we could if you guys want to, or we could save that for later. But it is a real game that I can show you guys how to actually play right now. But,
It's like a mini game inside of Aria. I love this. Yes.
Yeah, why not?
all right, cool.
Let's go.
All
It's
right.
like when you're socially awkward, but it's like board games. Oh, thank God, yes, please.
Let me just find the things here.
Right now, Rook is just being a sneaky little fucker and he's wanting to copy more powers. That's
knew
all.
that.
That's basically all he's doing.
I'm trying to find it. I know there's a fucking... There it is. So, in a game with this many players, everyone will only have the two. I'm trying to remember all the multiplayer rules here because they are. It's one of those things where it changes depending on how many players you have.
Wait, how are we gonna play this if only one person is on?
I will explain it here. Don't worry. And you'll have to give me some numbers here. This may not be the best time to actually play it. It is true because only me and Gary can actually.
I mean,
play
if
the
we
board,
want to hold off till next time, then that's fine.
Yeah.
But
and even I can show you guys how this game works later.
yeah, sure, why not? Just so we know.
Just gonna toss that over there. Nope, further over there. Off the board. Damn it! It's not possible. No, it just always appears back on like the borderline. That's fine. But yes, for now, you guys can make me any role that you would like that fits strategy or game type thinking. Just for the general explanation for you, Maggie, the way the game works is you play it on a chessboard. And you have a certain number of Amazons that you start with, depending on how many players there are.
You cut out a little bit. A certain number of what?
A certain number of Amazons. They're kind of like your chess queen.
Gotcha. Okay.
Depending on how many players there are, you start with a different number. But basically, the premise of the game is that when you take your turn, your Amazon can move any number of spaces in a straight line, same way a queen in chess would, and then after it does so, it can fire a shot marked by a pawn, generally on the normal playboard. That once you shoot it out, it goes until it either hits another pawn or an Amazon or the edge of the board in whatever direction. Or up to that many spaces. You can stop it anywhere in the middle as well on that line. But basically, like the pawn pieces that are placed become immovable squares. And the idea is to lock the enemy's opposing Amazons out of having spaces to move, to block them in. If an Amazon has no legal place to move, it is destroyed.
Yeah.
So you have to move around and place these blockages to try to control a certain area of the board or whatever. And then as soon as you can't move your piece anymore, it's destroyed. It's a very fun game to play, actually, but it
sounds fun.
difficult to do if you can't, move and point at your own stuff,
Oh.
But yes.
Okay, let me.
The guy, is the guy gonna play this game as well?
Yes, sir.
Lyra,
What is the guy's big brain then?
what would Lyra's be? Just her mind defense?
Yeah.
If you don't have
Okay.
anything else for it, just use the mind defense.
I swear one of these days I'm actually going to sit down and work on Lyra's character sheet. Literally,
I
just-
want to catch you one of these days when we're not playing the game
Okay,
and
yeah.
do that, so I can help you with figuring out some of the stuff when we're not just in the middle of a situation already. You know.
yeah.
So I got 33, Lyra got 12.
In the first round of the game, actually, you come out on top, but it's very, very close. Steel almost beats you. He had one less than you.
Mm.
But yes, if you would like, you can roll me a d6 for everyone at the table, so 7 of them.
Oh god, okay. 76, huh? Wait,
This is the situation
Oh, two-
where
did,
your thing just comes into full force here.
did 2 more people join us after that? Because I thought there's only 6.
Oh shit. No. Hold on. I may have just miscounted. Yeah.
Okay, so just
Wait.
5 then.
Yeah.
I have some, like,
five
really-
people other than you.
Gotcha.
I have some like really cool in real life dice that I'm just slowly coming to terms with that I never get to use. Like,
Yeah, I do as well, actually. Like, I have a whole bag of dice that, like, I bought and I really like, but I never get to use them because, like, I only ever play online anymore.
Yeah. I noticed, I just want to tell you guys that with real dice, my luck is so horrible. I was rolling test stats for D&D characters. The amount of times I got 3 1s instead of 3 6s, I actually tallied it up. In about 30 minutes, I got 11 3 1s in a row and only 1 pair of 3 6s. Or
But see, there's your flaw there, is never roll stats for a D&D character. Point by
Yeah.
is the way to go.
that's what showed me that point buy is really the way to go. Because wow,
And honestly,
yeah.
I think, like I said, the next game that I run after this one is going to be 5th edition D&D, I think.
Yeah,
And because I want to do a Planescape story.
Hold up.
I would
Hold up.
love that.
That's going to be my next game that I run after Fairy Tale is done. Whenever you guys decide you're done with it, basically.
Hold up. I
At
thought.
this point,
I
I've
thought
got multiple more story arcs still that I could throw at you guys, but like I said, at this point, I've planned this one out so far in advance. It's basically just whenever you guys decide you are done with it or want to take a break from it, you know.
Hell yeah. Cool. All right, so going in whichever order you want to go in, it is
Give
4.
Me,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go around the table just like clockwise from what Rook, the way that I have imagined them sitting, which is just down.
Yeah, so it's
the list here.
From whichever order you want. 4, 4, 1, 3, 5.
All right. Oh, sorry, I gotta pull up a whole bunch of character sheets now.
It's all good. This is what I get for having a fucking copy power.
From Steel, what you get, the opportunity to copy here is his ability, Steel Mind.
Steel Mind, gotcha.
And it is a special ability that bolsters his willpower and fortitude. With duration 1, so it's only in rounds. But for the stat bonus of it, roll, which for his what's your max at this point again?
For what?
for your copy?
Oh,
What's
I'm 13 out of 14 right now.
Wait, what?
So I can only take one more before I have to start replacing.
Oh, not the number you have copied. Like, what's your max roll? What's your max key?
Oh, it's
Right.
10.
Okay, so yeah, for this one it is a 10 keeps 7.
Gotcha. And it just has one thing in duration?
Just one thing in duration, and it is bolstering fortitude and willpower for 7
Okay.
for that duration.
Alright.
From Sops, this is an interesting one that I don't really know if Rook is just going to immediately disregard or if he's going to keep and use all the time.
You said this is Sops?
Yes, from the next
Okay.
one down the line. Magical herbalism.
Oh.
She is her ability to imbue magic into certain plants and herbs, and then to then make things out of those.
Okay.
Down the next line. For I guess
What's
this- I guess
what's
this
the
one
dice
would
roll
be
for that?
Hmm?
What's the dice roll for Sops's?
That one is.
Or what's the keep, I mean, I guess?
Sorry, I already tabbed off of her page. I have to go back and look.
Oop.
Keep 5.
5, gotcha, okay.
Dex down the line, and the order around the table, I guess, would just be a guy, which is his version of copy magic. I think is the first
Oh,
thing
God.
on this sheet. Do you want to have?
Do I want
3 versions
another
of
copy magic?
I really don't feel like you do.
I don't think I need it, no.
His is primarily used not for copying abilities, but for turning into various creatures.
Yeah.
So, like, with that, you can use other people's skills.
They don't. I mean, he doesn't have the specialization that you do from Arc of Magic. That allows
Oh,
him
yeah,
to
he
use
doesn't
all his
have
other
Arc of
stuff
Magic.
Yeah,
fully
I'll-
formed, though.
I'll just be able to turn into things like a level 1 druid or whatever.
Yep, I mean, a little bit more than a level 1 druid. I mean, you could turn into something fucking terrifying, like
That's
you
true.
know, a dire wolf. Just can't be a magic creature unless you roll high enough.
Gotcha.
And the magical creatures have their own separate memorization list. It's a whole thing.
Yeah, I think I'm already complicating things enough by having one version of copy magic, let alone 2. So
The next one is Lyra's, and
Hey,
the
sure.
third skill down her list, excluding defenses, is just like, if you so desire, you can learn to play the ocarina. Just like
Okay.
performance style.
Karina.
I'll be honest. I think if you ask Lyra, she'd teach you anyway. You don't have to do that.
yeah. Hey, I'm gonna steal your talent for myself.
The original version of Rook's Power did actually steal it from the person. We
Like
decided to
permanently steal it.
we decided to make it more friendly and have it be copying.
Yeah, because I stole a guy's crafting ability from him, and then at that point I was like, you know what? This might not be so fun for the other players.
A guy was mad. He was ready to stab you here, right there and
So
then.
with Arc of Souls, no, you do, if you want to, have the ability to remove a magic from a person, possibly.
Oh,
Oh,
Hey,
I forgot I could
Or
do
to
that.
weaken it,
Okay.
at least, but-
wait, could you move Arc of Souls from of person with Arc of Souls?
Theoretically, maybe.
You
That's
should.
a good question.
I mean, you could remove it from Lucky, but I don't
But
think
why
he'd
would
like.
why would I do that?
I don't
Good
think he'd like
question.
that very much.
There's really no reason to, other than me being petty. Like, no, I'm the only one who can have this magic. Only
gets-
me.
Lucky gets back from his whole thing with the king, and you just take his fucking magic. Just
Mine.
mine.
Mm-mm.
Oh god, Rook is literally that kid.
I very much am looking forward to you guys interacting with the king. I will say, I may or may not have looked for any excuse to get him released.
Buff. I am buff, man. Buff. Buff.
But
Buff.
the fun thing about him is that his magic is completely non-offensive. Like, he cannot hurt anyone with his magic. But you're also
Haha.
not gonna overpower it either. Like,
Oh. Ooh. What if I got every arc?
I mean, that's
You
what Lucky
have
is
quite
kind of-
some catching up to do
I
right
would
now
say that's
compared
kind
to
of what
Lucky.
is working on.
I'm working on time right now.
Yeah, Lucky's whole thing right now seems to be just getting everything.
What are our guys' thoughts on that? Because you tried to take the test for time, and when you showed up, like, Father Time told you get lost. Like, what's a guy's plan? What's a guy's thoughts from there?
A guy would probably try it again.
Gotta be persistent.
I'm pretty
I
sure
mean,
you tried,
how
if I
soon
remember
would
correctly.
you try it again? Would you try it again while you guys are here in town?
I mean, yeah, I could.
Is Waldo here?
Waldo's at the school.
I can just teleport though. So like,
I mean,
You also
yeah.
don't need to be with her to do this. You
Oh,
have
you
the
don't?
knowledge now. Basically, like, effectively, you have one keep one arc of time, but anytime you try and use it, you just fall unconscious instead until Father Time accepts you.
Oh. well, guess what?
I mean, I guess we could just go to the school and stay there for a while. Well, we take
Or I
care of
could
stuff we
just,
want to
I
do.
could just you, or you could, I could just stay still and fall on the ground.
I mean,
and-
yeah.
I mean, if
And-
a guy's gonna pass out, it really depends on where you guys want to be while he's passed out for some random number of days that we will determine here in a minute.
Should we take him to his hole? He seems to like his hole.
If you guys want to be here in the town for that, or if you want to go to the school, or if you have anything else you want to do, and pull the classic party trick of toss a guy in the fancy coffin and just carry it with you.
We literally could do that
You still
and
have
just, yeah.
I'm not sure I've ever actually seen the school.
Oh yeah, so let's go there then.
Like, I
Before
saw
we
kind
do
of the
that, what
outside
was?
before we went to Genial Jack, but that was really fast.
I don't think
yeah.
anyone has, but I
Someone,
don't think anyone in our guild has except Lucky. I'm not sure if Rook has either.
it. Which one?
Rook. I'm not sure if Rook has seen.
No, I've been in the school multiple
Yeah, I
times.
was say Rook is
Oh
on.
no!
I literally made Toby at the school.
I was about to say Rook is on
know.
the school council who gets to make, like, important decisions.
I thought like you guys were talking about my hole, so I was like,
Oh no, I haven't seen your hole yet. No.
Okay, yeah, no. So
Well, that's stop number one,
That's-
clearly.
if you
Yeah.
if you guys are just gonna drop a guy off down there and leave him there, go ahead and explain what your hole looks like.
Okay,
I'm gonna go use the
before
bathroom
that-
real quick.
But before, okay, yeah.
Yeah, sorry,
I
I gotta go
do-
use the bathroom anyway, so
Okay, cool.
I can explain what his hole looks like, and then I'll be back.
or, I could do the best thing rather than describe it. I could draw it.
Whichever you want to do, man.
I'm gonna draw it because I'm better at drawing than I am talking.
I am eager to see.
Yeet.
Right now I'm attempting to paint something and it's not going great. That's okay.
Oh, I really need to do more art. What was I working on last time?
Were you guys around the day that Scotty came up with the magical sword of guidance?
No.
Okay, so basically there was a day on Minecraft last season where I was in the Nether, right? And you can imagine how well that went for me.
Yeah.
And so Scotty, being Scotty, tried to help me, but he didn't want to be direct about it. So he drank an invisibility potion, pulled out a magic sword, and was just like, "Look, it's the magical sword of guidance. It's floating towards safety. Maggie, follow it. For the love of God, please follow the magical sword of guidance." And it became like a thing that
Nice.
whenever people got lost, the magical sword of guidance would be there. And I missed Scotty's birthday, and I still feel really bad.
Oh
So,
no.
Yeah, so I'm painting him a magical sword of guidance, and I'm bringing it tomorrow because I'm going up to.
Nice. All right, Nick.
Yes.
Before we do anything else, what was the thing I copied from Mina?
Oh, 5.
Yeah.
Shit, I forgot that one. Let me go back to her list here.
Because I might have to, if it's good, I might have to spend some time thinking about what I get from these guys.
Let's see. You've got from her.
All right, I'm gonna do an inside view and an outside view.
Oh, give us a minute here. Are you drawing it?
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm going.
Okay.
I'm going.
Cool. But yeah.
Because you know me, I'm better at talking than I am drawing. I mean, drawing than I am talking.
What you've learned from her is an ability called, or what I have it marked down here as a persistent charm.
What was that?
Persistent charm.
Persistent charm.
And it is a very, very mild, very subtle form of mind control that just seems to make people more agreeable to what she says.
Okay. So, oh, that's actually kind of really good. Shit. What's the keep on that?
It's only a keep 4.
Okay.
But it's not the brute force of assumed control. It's more like subtly influencing.
It's like suggestion from D&D then.
Yeah, like the person's not going to do anything that they would be totally opposed to otherwise.
Oh god, okay. Now do I want magical herbalism or persistent charm? Okay. Awesome.
You can figure that out as we go.
Yeah, I'll think about that. Alright, so going to Xavier's or a guy's hole.
Yeah, so just so you know, persistent or magical herbalism is basically like the potion brewing, so to speak.
Oh, potion brewing.
I mean, that's pretty much what it is. It is taking different herbs and plants and enhancing their natural properties with magic to make them into concoctions.
That could be busted. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to think about this.
I can think of one particular plant that you guys have come across in the campaign that would be very, very good with this.
Me.
Particular plant. I don't have any of that plant with me, do I?
You remember the fireweed from Kalelum?
Yes.
That would make quite an explosive napalm-like formula if combined with this skill.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Oh my god, that combined with okay. Okay. Anyway, whole time.
I think Garion has made a choice.
But persistent charm sounds like such a Rook thing, though.
It really
Just
does.
like Oh, that's
If you wanna
really
know-
hard.
If you want to know mechanically speaking, the way it works is it's only a keep 4 as she knows it, but it is its special is the armor piercing special. It ignores willpower and only tests against mind defense.
Oh, okay.
So it's much more subtle and much easier to get off, but not as broadly powerful as other
Hear me-
forms of mind control.
Hear me out. With that, it sounds like you could like definitely talk more people into playing games with you, and then you could get more.
Yeah. Like,
Mhm.
Just saying.
I can make an ultimate.
I'm baiting.
Oh, wow.
I'm baiting Rook's flaw here. He is a gambling addict.
Yeah. Oh, the ultimates I can make with that. Okay. Anyways,
Still, just the reason that this hotel here is just still on the map is just a bait for Rook. Like at some point, it's going to be too tempting. Like all the shit I can learn in there.
he's every time. You know what? I might have to add a hindering for him, where whenever he's around the hotel, he can't. He takes like a minus to all checks or whatever.
I would allow you to add that at the normal whatever you tier you add it at. Add that many points. I think
Would that
is
would that be
perfectly
hindering or
fitting for
limiting?
this point. And I think it would be best fitting as a hindering because you already have a limiting that is like gambling addiction, basically. And
Gotcha, okay.
adding that on top of it as a hindering, like specifically, like the hotel is so tempting, you know.
Yeah. Okay.
You could even do damaging and do spirit damage.
Ooh.
Slowly being worn down by the temptation. With the condition being of the spirit damage, if he is ever reduced to 0 by this type of spirit damage, he immediately goes to the hotel.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Is this the Lotus Hotel?
Yeah. This
It
is.
is
Hotel
pretty
California.
much is, yeah.
Okay.
There's some other stuff going on with it that's still another thing that I have going at some point. Like, at some point, to get this hotel out of your guys' town, if you ever want to get rid of it, Rook, Lucky, and a guy need to pay
We need to
off
close
their
our-
debt.
Yeah.
We just earned like a whole like barrel full of gold. Why don't we get rid of it?
Well,
We need to
the
get it from
debt is
Lucky.
not in gold; it's in time.
It's in what?
We need to spend a certain amount of time there, and then they
The-
ask us if we want to keep going.
the
And if we
way-
say no, they're like, "Yeah, okay, go then."
The way the hotel works is it siphons off basically the temporal energy of people residing inside of it. You pass 1 year, while outside is passed, depending on the length of your stay, a couple days to years, depending on how long you're staying there. And at this point, Rook and Lucky and a guy have a time debt to pay off at some point.
Gotcha.
They will probably go in and come out, much later than they expect. But they're waiting to do that until it is, they know they don't have anything to do for a while, I believe.
I won't get any experience for adding this, will I?
Not to be that person.
If you add this, because I feel like it fits your character perfectly in the situation of the campaign, add as much as you normally would for a drawback.
Okay, well that's like 2?
If you're doing a hindering to,
Because I'm gonna make it a limiting, but have it be a -6 to all rolls, and whenever I make a roll, I take a certain amount of damage
Okay.
when I'm around this or in the vicinity of this thing.
For the sake of my sanity in the format of the game, add that as 2 separate ones. Add a limiting and a hindering. 'Cause that would
Okay,
be-
so
hindering is 1 per tier, and damage, or no, hindering is -2 per tier, and damage is 1 per tier. So if you want to take a -6, that's a tier 3 hindering. And then if you want to take a certain amount of damage, whether it be 1 or 2 or whatever, it's 1 point per point of damage you take, basically.
gotcha.
Can I just point something out? So it seems like we don't really have any plans right now, right? Because like obviously like out of character Daniel's busy, but like in character, like we just got back from the games, we're not on a quest of any kind.
The
But
previous
now-
things that you guys had talked about, I believe, was maybe going out towards the mid-country area near Stella and Bosco and trying to figure out
Alright,
some backstory.
I
But,
I drew it.
I mean, send it.
I did.
Oh, okay, I see it.
Oh.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, this is the general kind of layout of a guy's home. Started as a simple hole in the ground and has become like a pretty nice underground dwelling by this point, you know.
And then I made a whole water collector that I won't need anymore.
Wait, hang on, let me see. Oh, nice.
And then sometimes I close off the tube.
But yeah. So yeah, like I said, it started as just literally a simple hole in the ground and has become kind of ridiculous. Also, Gary, and I'm only just now seeing the thing that you sent me, and this is great.
I'm not sure
Also-
if that's definitely a work in progress, but
For-
I
for-
don't know if those things exist in the fairy tale series.
I mean, not necessarily within the series, but at this point we've gone far beyond the series anyway. It's okay. I'm building a multiverse here. Don't worry about it.
Also,
I will have to figure out what, if anything, that specifically means for the creature.
what creature?
I tentatively want to say that, like, this is a thing that we still need to fill out in the system, and is why I'm glad to have you guys as literally testers for this system that I'm trying to build here. We still need kind of standard rules and templates for things like, you know, an undead. What does it mean if you are undead, you know?
I think
That is
it's-
something that's just not in the system yet that we need to still work on, you know?
I guess Rook has some work to do.
Wait,
I
so
Starting
what?
with the Ghost Army.
tentatively, I don't know how ridiculously overpowered this is going to be.
Wait,
We'll
so
have to
what
find
makes
out.
the
But I
afterlife?
tentatively want to say that a revenant, or a undead in general, unlike most creatures, could continue to take actions until they were reduced to the full death number, minus their HP. And obviously, there would probably be some penalties to to go along with that. But I feel like that's the bonus that they should have, is like they're very hard to destroy, you know?
Yeah.
Wait, so what makes the afterlife?
We'll see if it happens.
I mean,
Okay.
I mean, one of my
Rook has
big
the
goals for
ability
him.
to raise ghosts and zombies and all kinds of crazy shit at this point.
I mean,
So
Rook has
far, he's
literally
been-
he's eaten a soul so far, so he can probably absolutely create zombies.
Whose soul did you eat?
The butterflies.
Oh, yes.
Just to see if it worked, and it did.
Yes.
I have some questions. right off the bat. What? And why?
It was
Well-
when Rook first got his ability. He made a butterfly to see if his life creation would do what he wanted, and then he killed it and ate its soul to see if his death ability would do what he wanted it to do.
And it was very
That's
much so
horrifying.
like experimentation with like what can these fucking crazy soul manipulating powers do.
I'm just trying to process the fact that you created and then killed and ate,
Oh,
and that's just
well, I didn't physically eat it. I ate its soul. It was.
so. Where's the butterfly? Is it?
Oh, it's dead. I mean,
It's
it's just
still
a
dead.
butterfly.
Okay.
It's just a
I- but-
butterfly.
I mean, I like-
I mean, I can probably create more of them right now. I know
no,
what they.
it's okay. It's okay. I was
You
just
know what?
proc-
No. Here's
I was
butterflies.
I don't need a butterfly.
One
You're like
like
Daniel with the ladders. You're like Daniel with
One-
the fucking ladders.
Here's butterfly time.
one like equals one F in the chat for the butterfly that died that day.
Just trying to create as many of these butterflies as I can right now.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
Not gonna be a whole lot because that was a really terrible roll. 20.
I mean, it's a butterfly. Still, you hold your hands up and just kind of magic sparks just burst from your fingertips, and there's just a cloud of butterflies.
And they have
Oh
very
my God.
pretty opalescent wings.
I didn't know you liked butterflies.
Yeah, this is the species I created.
They're pretty. I like them.
You're Charles Darwin.
I
That's
mean,
not how that
I don't know who
works,
that
and
is,
also,
but-
no one knows who that is.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Lyra doesn't even flinch. She's just gotten used to not knowing what the heck is happening and what.
I
What
mean,
a guy is saying.
from your perspective, Rook has just kind of held up his hands, and butterflies have just kind of like shot out of his fingertips, like Vegas stage magician style.
You probably don't know what this is, but then again, you probably do know it's some type of magic.
I mean,
It's
Pretty.
definitely.
I'm more meant just Charles Darwin and just not. Lyra is not even questioning who that is.
Oh yes. At this point, may as well not even ask.
Hang on, was Bubbles your cat or was it Amy's?
Bubbles is well, okay. We kind of retconned that.
Originally, the cat seemed to be sticking around Taz, and then when they left to go wander off into the world and do whatever they're doing now, they seem to have just disappeared. The cat stuck around and is now mostly attached
Hashtag
to
dead
Lyra.
cat. Dead cat. Dead cat. Dead cat.
Okay.
Dead
How dare you? How dare you? No.
First of all, rude. Second of all,
Rude.
Lyra, if you ever want me to do this, I could make it so the cat can talk.
Oh my God! Yes. Sorry. I just got really excited. Sorry.
You know what I totally forgot of? That I had a rock. I kind of forgot about that. for a
Rook
little
face palms.
Mm.
Oh, I
Wait.
forgot about the rock.
This is wrong. Not now. This is not as important. Okay, the cat though.
They made
Okay,
a talking
you can make
rock
my-
at one point.
Yeah, we made a
It's the
talking
short
rock.
version of that.
Cool. The cat
It's-
though.
The
But like
cat.
the cat though, can we make the cat talk, because that would be so interesting. Because
I mean, It would
Making
take
the
some
cat
time.
talk is a relatively easy thing. Giving it the proper vocal cords to do so, not all that hard. Making it intelligent enough to have anything smart to say, much harder.
I mean, it
Yeah,
seems
it's
pretty
sort of-
smart already, so it
it's
wouldn't
a
be that
pretty
bad.
smart
but-
cat. Not
It
to
is a
the fact
pretty
that
smart
it's
cat.
technically part of that one guy, which is mainly why I want to hear it talk. I want to hear what it has to say about
I wanna
being
be
part
there.
of the team thing.
To be back with my master. You know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying?
Mm.
No, I don't. But that's
No,
okay.
No, we don't. but
Yeah.
that's okay.
Rowdy Park.
So, yeah,
Rowdy Park.
roll me in Arc of Souls to make cats talk.
Oh, all right. This might take a little bit.
That's okay.
Yep, it may take the
A
course
couple
of,
tries at least.
I mean, basically, each roll you make is 4 hours.
Gotcha.
It depends on how many rolls it takes you to get there.
A guy just passes out.
34.
I mean, a guy could be doing that one thing that he was gonna
Take
do with
care
the time.
Take care of my body, would you? I'm gonna see the gods.
Yes, a guy is passed out, and you guys have dumped him in his hole here. For the moment, a guy, you are drifting through endless blackness, and will be for quite a while, as you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna grow a beard before you guys even see me.
Theoretically, actually possible.
Let's go!
He just has to will it so.
My mind. It's like that one episode of SpongeBob where Patrick is like trying to grow hair in his like armpits and stuff.
Oh god.
We're gonna go away from that. What did you say, 34? After just a couple of hours of, you have basically, like, Doctor Strange ghost punched the spirit out of this cat, and are now, like, tweaking its spiritual design.
Oh my god. I just imagine Rook full on punching a cat. And Lyra being like, what the fuck?
You don't actually have to punch the cat, but it's the same thing. You do need to remove the cat's soul from its body in order to perform
no,
this.
he just boops it.
Hang
I
on.
imagine
We just arrived at the door. What?
I imagine that one like from Marvel where that one bald lady just punches Doctor
Yeah, that's
Strange.
exactly what I was referring to. That's the
Yeah.
Doctor Strange ghost punch. Like, Rook has
Rook-
done it several times.
Several times, yeah.
But that's basically what you have to do to this cat. Like, more or less violently as you choose. You have to remove its soul from its body and modify its actual spirit, its essence of being.
Alright, this might take a little bit.
This, would be easier if Lucky was around with Arc of Trees.
Yeah.
I'm gone. Take care of my body.
As a guy, actually, with Arc of Souls, I will say, with Arc of Souls, as a guy falls unconscious, for the first, like, maybe 10 minutes, you can kind of hear him. And then he just fades into the distance. It, like, becomes a murmuring too far away to hear, and then eventually just completely disappears.
Oh man, just me ranting on. Oh man, I really hope they don't ditch me. Like my body.
Yeah, whatever,
My body.
whatever, like, a guy's, like, thoughts are for, like, the first 10 minutes or so, Rook hears those.
Okay. Do we still have the coffin?
Yeah. It's actually in a guy's hole.
A
Alright.
massive amount of screaming. Massive
Lyra
amount.
Lyra
What?
just sees a Rook pull this coffin out of a guy's hole, open
What?
it up and throw a guy into it, close it, and shove it back in the hole.
Did we kill? He's not dead, is he?
He's not dead. He's not
Okay.
dead. But it'll be really funny when he wakes up.
Oh, okay.
Also, don't ask us why we have a coffin. We just do.
Oh.
Who
Okay.
knows? You might end up being sleeping in
I
it
mean,
one day.
They
That's
bought
not
it
a
the
threat.
first time
Lyra
the guy
just kind
passed
of-
out like this.
kind of
That's
looks
not a threat.
terrified.
That's not.
Terrified.
Just if you ever wake up in a coffin, it was probably us. Either that or you were attacked, but we don't have to worry about that.
Because
Okay.
we'll be there to protect you. You.
Oh, someone please roll me 2d6 for how long a guy is unconscious.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gone for 5 years.
He's gone for 5.
5 days. A guy is
That's
going to be
a week.
unconscious for the next 5 days.
That's That's a school week, my dude. My dude.
It's not the worst you did last time you did this. You were unconscious for like 11.
No, last time we did this, I was unconscious before Lucky woke up, but then I wasn't here for like most of the day, and you were like, "Yeah, let's do this."
I mean, you still rolled like the max number even before that. Not the max, but almost the max. But yes, a guy is going to be unconscious and just resting in his hole. And if you guys check on him, like you can tell, like he's still breathing and everything like that, but he just seems to be asleep, and nothing that you do has any success in waking him up.
I like your cut, G.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
Should we leave it open a crack so we can breathe, or like?
I mean, we didn't last time, and he seems to be okay.
I believe actually you guys did, like, when you bought this coffin, you drilled, like, a bunch of holes.
Oh, we did drill holes in it. That's right.
Oh, good. Okay.
This is literally a coffin designed for living creatures. As weird as that is.
It's a terrifying.
We just were being
Dumb.
silly.
Dumb.
Okay.
That's basically what we do here.
Mm-hmm.
Dumb.
Okay.
I mean, that's all we have been doing. This entire D&D thing is just based off of us getting very weird ideas and starting to do them.
I mean, that's the whole fun of it. You have a weird idea, just tell me and you can probably do it.
Well, let's go. Dolphins, all the dolphins, I shall grab all the dolphins with my hook.
The irony is that you have the skills for that. You're unconscious, so fuck it though.
Oh, can I just...
Alright.
Can the cat talk yet?
Rook, roll me one more.
One more, gotcha. What was it, like a 34 last time?
Yeah. I feel like you're gonna get it this time. You're looking for a 50 total.
Okay, yeah, I probably got it. Maybe.
I am running out of time. I'm going to die.
That's full up. It's 30.
Yes, in the second iteration of 4 hours here, basically if you bring this idea, this project to Rook in the morning, by the evening he has completed it.
Alright, so that's one day, that's 2 days.
Speak. Rook, you can describe how this appears to Lyra if you would like.
Oh, the cat talking?
I mean, just the whole process of making it be able to talk, and then it also it talking. I will say its very first statement, very first message that it makes to you as it awakes in its newly sentientized form is food.
Yeah, no, basically the whole time Rook was just kind of sitting crisscrossed, hunched over the cat, like weaving his fingers over, and basically the only thing you saw was like maybe a little bit of smoke coming from his fingers, but that's about it. Not a whole lot happening visually.
Like Elder Kai at the end.
Except for the cat also just seems to be just passed out, completely unconscious, basically the same way that a guy is.
Cool.
Am I conscious?
Alright, Bubbles.
Alright, so you want food? Food.
We can work on its intelligence next time,
like
but
food.
You like food. Okay, we can get you some food. What do you want something in particular, or
Fish.
that makes sense? That does make sense.
Don't do JJ.
No. Oh my god.
I can create a fish right here.
I mean,
for the sole purpose of being eaten.
I mean,
I mean,
guy also just has like 12 fresh fish in his bag.
Oh,
that-
yeah, I mean, I guess so.
Let's grab one of
That
those.
he's
A guy's
currently passed out.
unconscious.
Mhm.
He can't do anything. Just go. Just get a fish.
Yeah, he won't know they're missing. I'll grab a fish.
right
I mean,
as
by
you're
the time
stealing-
he wakes up, they're probably not going to be fresh anymore, so you may as well use them.
a guy while you're stealing the fish in Rook's head. Man, I really hope they don't steal my fish.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Oh, as Liz said, for a guy, like, this thought definitely comes up at this time. For Rook, you can only hear him for about 10 minutes. But for a guy, this is somewhere in the range of maybe 100 years or so that passes
Holy
by.
shit!
Yeah, this
That's
stuff takes
so
a while.
long.
This is the trial of time. He is trying to learn the arc of time. This is the second time you've tried it. And
So that's like 200. That's so long.
Yep.
By the
God, I
time
don't have the
by the time
patience.
he wakes up, he will have endured 10,000 years of pure darkness,
The trauma.
Oh my
and he's
God.
already
I
done
am
it once
old.
before.
I am old, man. I am old. I am old. I am 10,000 years old.
And by the time you're
Oh
done
my
with this, it's going to be 20.
I am 20,000 years old. What?
Technically,
I am a millennia older than all of you, but yet I am still younger.
I think it depends on what you see as like age. You know, like
And,
if you didn't experience anything.
It's also a very strange passage of time. Like, how do you mark the passage of time when you're in, pure blackness with no external stimulus? It seems like 10,000 years.
You count down the seconds.
Mm.
In fact, that's what a guy's gonna do. He's counting down.
Lucky previously tried to do that. If you want to try to as well, make me a mind save, or tell me what your mind save is.
My mind save.
Yep.
Is it plus willpower or?
No, just the mind save for this one.
It's 6 keep 3. I'm pretty sure.
Alright, let's roll that up then. 6 keep 3, I assume probably doesn't explode.
Nope. My
Oh.
defenses don't explode yet.
That is a 16 total. You managed to count to nearly 1 billion. You're at like 900,999,043. And you just, like, something happens. You just get a little itch, and you scratch it, and by the time you're like, you come back, you're like, wait, what number was I on?
Dang it!
Mm-mm.
I was on 1 billion. How much did Lucky get?
Lucky
I-
actually did about the same, honestly.
Let's go!
The whatchamacallit is nearly impossible to keep account for the entire time of this. But
You
both
said
of you have
nearly.
tried now.
Yep. Now Rook has to try it. Rook, you gotta do it.
Do I?
Do you want to know out of character what the number you need to roll is to actually accurately keep track of time is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
You need to, on whatever check you roll to keep track of it, you need to roll at least 100
At least
Okay.
100. Okay.
to actually
Yeah.
have a fully accurate view of how much time has passed in this area.
Yeah, I can't roll that high without using my ultimate, so.
Ooh, I could use my ultimate.
I haven't even gotten to 100 yet, have I?
I believe the only person who has ever rolled above 100 at any point was Lucky. And that was just barely. He rolled like 103 one time.
Could I,
You guys have done it with team attacks, though, for sure.
Yeah.
yeah, definitely. Ooh, what if all 3 of us trained under Walda?
I was just
But all-
thinking that. Could we do a team attack, like time trial thing?
Team attack the time travel. Let's go.
We all just like float in the abyss, and we're all just like keeping track together, like 1, and then a guy goes 2, and then 3.
Oh my
I mean,
God.
that would make it easier to do. That would help you guys a lot if you were to do something like that, actually. But
We should totally do that on one arc. Like all of us just stop and then all of us just agree on one arc that we need to get. And then we all just like work together to get to fully accurate time spans.
I guess, if anything, the Arc of Time would be a good one for all of us to have.
I wanted the Arc of Time, yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
come
it's
on, I
just-
wanted to. I mean,
It's just,
I'm
it's just time. I mean, it's good.
Yeah,
Who doesn't
it's
want
solid.
the time control
I mean-
powers?
I wanted to be the
It
special
is
one.
arguably
So-
the most powerful of the 6.
So we shake a guy awake, and then we all go to sleep. Just like wake
No.
up. Try
Well,
again.
in order for us to do this, we have to actually find Welda.
Oh,
Yeah.
well.
Yeah,
well, you guys have
I
gone to the
didn't-
school, so that's not all that hard to do if you want to.
Oh yeah, I forgot we were going there.
There are about 100 different versions of Alda, all taking care of various different tasks at the school.
You okay?
Oh yeah, they're all wearing different colored clothes and have different colored hair.
Yep, Elira, this is one of the things you notice is, like, you briefly came here before, like, on the blimp, and then left right after, basically. But now that you're actually here and walking through the school...
Wait, are we at the school?
That's where you guys wanted to go to after this time, right?
Yeah, I just wasn't sure. I thought we were still like in the hole because we were doing the thing with the cat.
Oh, sorry. I did kind of lose that. But yes, the cat. Well, I said it requests food, and then it requests pets,
Okay.
and it mostly just hangs around you. It seems to be able to talk now. It will follow you wherever you're going.
Aw.
But like I said, it does not seem to be super intelligent. Like, it is a very smart cat. But
Hey, it's your dog
still
cat.
not,
It's your
like,
dog.
human level
Dog
quite
cat.
yet, you know?
That's
we can
fair.
work on that.
That's fair.
It's a dog cat. You know.
Does it know
dog-
its name? Does it like its name?
Whenever you refer to it by its name, by Bubbles, it seems to respond. It doesn't seem to be bothered by this at all.
Yes.
Does it understand the concept of a name?
No.
Not particularly, but it seems to like the sound of it.
Okay.
Aw, I like that. Yay.
Yeah, you have made a woman's best friend your friend. Great job.
What?
I,
Is that what they call cats?
No.
Or do they just
No.
call them wildlife stinkers?
I don't think either of those are things we call cats.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but
They're
What
at
are-
school.
the cat is a very smart cat, though. And it is, well, I mean, it was already a very smart cat, but now, like, it's obvious that it's a very smart cat.
Now it can express its idea.
Yes.
Wait, does that mean
And
it could
most
become
of its ideas are, I want food, or I want pets, or I want to sleep. But it's pretty good
Listen.
at those.
Listen, that's also most of my thoughts. You know, is I want food or sleep. So
Yeah.
like, smart
Wait.
cat.
Wait, does that mean it could go through the Stone Age if we wanted it to?
I mean,
Take over
I
the
don't think-
world like we did.
No.
That's less a matter of smarts and more a matter of opposable thumbs. I feel like.
I mean,
We
this
could
is
give it
true.
thumbs.
No, we're not. We're just
but
slowly making a
Bubbles
person at that point.
absolutely relies upon you to open his tuna cans, which he greatly waits for.
I mean, I feel like if they were smart, they'd figure out how to like grab stuff without using it. Like maybe with their like jaw, they could just grab stuff and then bang it together.
I mean, thumbs are important. Is the thing. Like they're kind of the
I
big
can't
defining
pick up
feature.
a top with my teeth though. So
I think what we should do is we should bump up this cat's intelligence to, you know, like human level, and then give it like telekinesis.
Right now, the
Yes.
cat has
Yes.
one intelligence.
Absolutely.
Or one mind.
Yes, I'm 100% on that plan of we bump up the cat's intelligence and then give it telekinesis.
Just,
Although-
just as far as you were aware, because I told you before, you can basically read the stat blocks if you so desire.
Yeah, I
Spending
mean, I totally
8
could.
hours reshaping this creature, I feel like you would. Like
give it like
this
starting.
form, this avatar form of the changelings.
We should like give it. We should give it the intelligence of like a like stone aged ape.
Right now,
And then
right now its stats are 1 mind, 2 body, and 3 spirits.
Yeah, so magic is totally could be a thing for this guy.
100%. Let's do it. I love this because
Although the whole thing of actually giving it magic might be a problem, but we can work on that later.
You just seem to have a plan, so I was just going with it.
I mean, I can give powers to Toby. I just don't know how to give it to other people yet.
That's fair.
You could just like put
With
your
the combination of your copy magic and Arc of Souls, you could easily transfer an ability that you have copied to something else.
Yeah, I mean, that's
So,
basically how I've been doing it with Toby.
Actually, teaching
Well, actually-
something magic is something you've not really experimented with.
Yeah. I do have adaptive teaching, though.
I really like the idea
Yep,
here.
you are a good teacher. I'm surprised you've held on to that one for a long time at this point.
I'm waiting for it to be, like, the shining star in my repertoire right now.
I really like the idea here of a guy waking back up and like we've just abandoned the coffin and we've just left Bubbles to guard it. So Bubbles is just fully talking in sentences now, and Guy's just like, "What happened while I was gone?"
The first thing Bubble says is hungry.
Food, pets, want
Food.
pets.
Yep.
And Guy's like, "How long was I out?"
a guy would just pass it off. I mean, he'd be like, "Oh man,
at this
this
point,
is
a guy has seen some weird shit. To be fair,
That's fair.
You know what's funny? I started as the weakest character, and now I can basically grab the solar system and crush you.
let's briefly go over this because I know you have to leave fairly soon here. After
No,
your
I don't.
long exile in the darkness.
I don't. I
You
don't have to leave. Nope, not anymore.
I was
9:55.
literally here when your dad told you
Yep.
you need to be in bed by 10. Like,
Yeah. It's 8:24.
It is. It's 8:24.
shit. See, this is my fault. I'm forgetting there's an hour time difference between me and the rest of you
Hmm.
I can keep time. Don't you know?
guys. All right.
I'm fairly good at it.
Though
He's going for
still,
an arc, you know.
regardless, I'm going to go into this here now. Well, you guys are kind of exploring around the school. You're starting to, make some connection with Walda, if that is the goal. Like I said, there seem
Okay.
to be many,
If that's the goal, I
many
wasn't-
different versions of her here. In fact,
Do we all want to learn Arc of Time?
I don't know. I thought I was memeing. I don't know now.
I mean, I don't know if Rook really needs it, but if Lyra wants to learn it, she's
That is
you
what
know,
a guy is currently trying to do. But
You imagine if Lyra got it first try?
I mean,
that'd be
honestly,
hilarious.
I'm going to tell you guys right now, out of character, it depends on your answer to the question at the end here, which I'm about to pose to a guy for the second time. As you come out of the darkness, you feel an immeasurable amount of time has passed. It has been so long. You've been in the darkness with nothing to do but think about your own ideas and your own philosophies and your own...
And count to a billion.
And you remember what the question was from last time and have all this time to think about it. And as you appear, he asks you once again the simple question. Or rather, first he says, I appreciate your tenacity in returning. To venture the trial more than once is most people would dare. But I hope you have a better answer for me this time. Why do you deserve this power? What
Big
will
long
you do
thought.
with this power? Power over time.
I think I deserve this because
Drum roll.
You had 1 billion years. You got this.
I feel like the problem is that Xavier forgot what the question was last time.
it's been 5 minutes in RL. Not a billion.
Well, since the last time you did this, it's been like a month. You just forgot what he asked you.
I would like time. I think because I had my answer on the tip of my tongue. That it just...
He will set a cup of tea down in front of you on the very large table. This cup of tea is like about the size of like a soup bowl from your perspective. That still has like the tea handle on the side of it. And he says, take a moment to clear your thoughts.
Alright.
If you want to think about it for a minute, we can go back to what Rick and Lyra are doing, and we will.
Yeah, I want to think about it for a minute. Go ahead.
Okay.
So, at this moment, a guy is still unconscious. Unbeknownst to you, he is facing the challenge of his life. You guys have headed to the school, and what I was gonna say, and kind of got cut off or distracted by my own thoughts there, was Lyra, as you really kind of explore this school for the first time. You are like, there are a couple kind of strange things that you notice. Is one that this is an enormous fucking school. It is a castle, multi like parapets, like, you know, a dozen floors across, you know, 1,000 square.
Out of character, is it Hogwarts?
It is Hogwarts.
Yeah, it's absolutely Hogwarts.
Okay, got you. I'm with you.
Like,
I got you.
literally carbon copy of Hogwarts.
Yep.
Okay.
And this is because we have a character who has fourth wall knowledge, Uncle.
Ah, yes, I remember this.
What do you mean I break the fourth wall all the time?
Yes, but you're not supposed to. Uncle is actually from the modern world.
I know of alternate timelines.
This is true.
Technically
This is
true.
You have some awareness of these things, but Uncle is actually from one of them, you know?
probably dream about going to other timelines.
Don't we all?
That is how good I am at going to different timelines. I dream about it.
I mean, you need to improve your heavenly body skill, my bro.
I
You
need.
you use it a lot, and lore-wise, you are very good at it. But you need to actually improve the skill if you want to be able to do those things. You never put any points into it.
I did.
You did, but you only brought it up to like keep 5, where most of the people in the party
I
right now
brought
are
it
like,
up to keep.
keep
I
10s
brought
or
it up
higher.
to keep 6. I brung it up to keep 6.
Even then, still thing holds. Like most people in the party have their stuff up to like, you know, keep 10 or higher with ultimates up. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, listen, and I don't want to blame you for it. Like, I don't think it's a bad thing to do, but a guy has spread his focus a lot. You know a lot of different kinds of magic, but you're not really super good at any of them because you spent so many points and so much time learning different kinds of things. Every time you learn a new thing, you're slowing down your progress in all the things you knew before, basically.
Can I just forget about that?
It's not a bad thing, really. Like, you are very, very versatile. You always have an option for whatever the situation is. But you're never going to be rolling the most dice of anyone unless you focus on something. You know?
Alright. Well, that got me, I have now thought of a reasoning.
What?
Alright, so here's, I wish to follow in Walden's
Father
footsteps,
Time,
but not,
with his gigantic beard that is 16 feet long, sets his cup down in front of you and says, "What have you decided?"
I have decided that I wish to follow in Walden's footsteps, but not the power, I'm not focused on power. I am focused on time. It is very interesting, and I'd like to learn it.
Pursuit of knowledge, an admirable goal. You must protect yourself from the detriments of this. I am sorry
Alright.
to tell you, return to me one more time when you have strengthened your mental fortitude.
Okay.
I cannot create another such as Walda. She is insane. Her
Not-
mind was broken by the potential of limitless time.
Okay. I'll get smarter.
Mechanically speaking, I'm going to tell you the same thing I told Lucky when he was doing this same thing. You're going to need to raise your mind defense or your willpower in general.
My mind defense.
Mind defense and willpower is what you need for this.
Alright. Well, then I know what I'm not about to do. Give me the points.
You wake up actually here in your hole in the coffin. I feel like you're kind of used to this at this point. You just kind of toss the lid open and stand up.
I left Bubbles. Bubbles is there.
Oh,
Yes,
Oh, I
as you stand up out of this coffin, you see a black cat that just looks at you and says in a slightly human sounding voice, "Food?"
Yeah. Let me check in the bag.
You
I'm
pull out a
checking.
fish for him.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a fish for him.
As you give him the fish, he says, "Oh, yes, important news. Others left. Others, school?
School?
Bubbles is so good. Look at that improvement. That's more than like the words that they previously. Oh yeah, I'm so proud of that. So proud of that cat.
He doesn't know what the word school means, but he heard you say it several times before you left.
Such a good cat.
School. Oh, I know what you're talking about. All right, cat. Let's go to your owner. I'm gonna open a portal.
Yes, let's go. Pets?
Pets. This makes me so happy. Like I cannot express how happy this makes me.
Did he call me a pet?
No, he asked
No,
for
he's
pets.
asking for
He wants
pets.
pets. He wants a pet.
Oh,
Wants
he
a
wants
pet.
wants a pet. He wants a pet. Okay.
Wants head switches.
I mean, I could always transform into another cat. But...
No, he wants to be pet. He wants.
Oh,
he wants you to pet him.
Oh, pets. I will pet him.
You got there.
Yes. And he goes through the portal that you create, and you arrive at the school with him. And he kind of takes off, just kind of bounding around, heading off into the school to look for people.
Man, what have I been missing? I am now a millennia old. I have seen things I haven't seen before.
You haven't seen anything. You were in darkness.
And now I shall...
He just had 10,000 years to think about, like, his own shit. And that's it.
Yeah.
It's crazy he didn't go insane.
He's just built
In
different.
fact, actually, I did roll the thing for you, and please, on a guy's character sheet, actually add 3 to your insanity. But it was less than it really probably should have been, once again.
Man, I gotta get smarter. I gotta read more Wikipedia stuff and Twitter feeds and other stuff.
None of these things are things that exist.
Wikipedia makes me smart. And Twitter, you just get to see
These are things that do not exist in this universe.
Well, it exists in alternate timelines. Headbanger. That's the new story title that a guy is going to write. Wikipedia. I mean, alternate timelines. Headbanger. Title of his book. Buy it now on Amazon.
For now, please, yes. Rook and Lyra, what are you doing for like 4 days at this school before a guy shows up again?
Good
and as I said,
question.
I keep describing it and then keep getting cut off.
Wait, did we leave that one girl? Wait, everyone stop.
Wait,
when
what?
we went on the whale, there was a girl whose name I don't remember. But she had been training outside of the school with someone else. And we brought her with us on the whale. Cornelia.
Oh shit. No, I think we took her back.
Yeah,
Maybe.
it's like Kaba.
I honestly, I think it's more hilarious if you guys just at this point look around and realize she's not there.
Oh no,
Cornelia.
What are we gonna do? Hephaestus showered me cute fruit. Roll a D100. Roll a D100.
I'll roll Arc of Souls to locate Cornelia.
Yeah,
No!
okay, Cornelia.
We're
Dang it, I
good.
want her. Hephaestus wants her on his crew.
I at least
I
want
thi-
to know where she is.
And that she's okay.
Yeah,
Sure, go ahead.
30.
You sense just as you spread your magic out as far as you can. You sense
actually
she
right
is in
behind
fact
you.
still aboard Genial Jack.
Let's go.
She's on the whale.
She's on
She's
the
on the whale.
She's
okay.
on the whale.
Okay.
Has the whale
whale
left
gone?
the planet yet?
Not yet.
Yeah, he has.
The whale hasn't left the planet yet. We can go at least get her.
I thought
But
it had.
we don't have any charges left though.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh no.
Like. Okay. Hear me out. She knows how to get off of a whale if she wants to get off of a whale, right? Like. If she's still there, it's because she wants to be, right? When did we lose her? How did we lose her?
I don't know. She
You
just
guys lost
disappeared.
track of her at some point after
Was it
getting
during the
off
crimes?
of the blimp and meeting Hephaestus. She
I feel like it was.
poof.
She poof. Okay.
Is there anybody at the school that could possibly send her a message?
Lucky.
I mean,
Asking if she's
technically,
okay?
Lucky is here.
Technically, Lucky is here, but Lucky
No.
is not actually here.
Could Kane send a message to her?
Yeah, theoretically.
I mean, you could wait till a guy gets here.
If you ask Kane to send her a message and find out what's going on, the answer that you get back, Kane just says shortly, she says, quote, "There's problems up here and I'm gonna fix them."
Let's go!
All right, she's a lady on a mission. Gotta respect that. Hopefully, we'll see her soon.
Let's go!
I feel like if Lucky wasn't mad at
I
us
feel
before,
like Hephaestus
He's-
is prematurely assuming that she's on your side.
Yeah,
if Lucky wasn't mad at us before,
he's absolutely gonna be
he's
mad
gonna
at us
kill
now.
us. He's gonna. We lost one of his students on a whale. Who does that? Us,
We do that apparently.
Hey,
God,
it's
we
alright.
are-
I forget one thing every time I go to some place in RRF. So it's okay.
We really just need some leashes, don't we?
See, this is what I keep saying in Minecraft, entirely separate. But like, oh my gosh, later. It's time for later. Sorry. This is an ongoing problem that people. Okay, on Aldosta, this is an ongoing thing. On Aldosta, that I get in trouble. That I get in trouble. I just want to know what I can and can't put on a leash. Okay, like.
Oh,
Anyway, but yes,
but
you're right.
yes.
I really hope she's on Hephaestus' side right now.
You guys
really
are
don't-
wandering around the school, fairly shortly realize, like, wait, where's Cornelia? And then get a message sent to her, and she's like, yep, on the whale, got shit to deal with.
Hopefully she's
All
on my
right.
side.
Let us know if you need help.
I'm literally texting Daniel and just said we lost one of your students. We
No,
forgot her on
don't
the
text
mail."
him. Don't let him. Oh no! Don't let him know. It'll be so much more funny.
Oh.
He just finds out Cornelia's gone, and we play it off like nothing happened.
Oh, that is funnier. Never mind. I love that.
Oh.
Okay, I guess Rook and Lyra are the chaotic duo now.
To finish what I kept trying to say, and I kept getting distracted because so many things were happening. But Lyra, Rook already knows this, but Lyra, as you go through this school, you enter inside, you notice that there are a lot of people that look pretty much exactly the same. All of the janitors, all of the yards keepers, all of the teachers' assistants.
Okay.
Like, 50% of the people in this building seem to have just the same face and just a different hair color.
And clothing.
Hey, Rook. Have you noticed that everyone looks the same? Like, is that like a magic thing? Is that like a...
That's Walda.
That's...
Don't mind her.
Yeah,
She's just a
there's-
little bit insane.
There's a lot of her around here. If we're lucky, we'll find the real one. But
The real one?
yeah, there's the prime Walda who creates all of these.
Okay. Why did she create so many?
Because she wants to.
Fair.
And you know what? It's free help. So.
Fair enough. Are they slaves then? Wait, it's free
Yeah,
help?
I think she's just kind of helping us because she wants to, and
Oh, okay. Okay.
she also
That's good.
has a chance to recharge here. I'm not going to get into that.
For your general reference, all of these are real individuals, fully sentient and sapient individuals. They are just versions of her from different times and different, like, alternate timelines.
I think the reason that she's staying here is because we kind of let her do whatever she wants, within reason.
Okay.
As long as she teaches people or does something good, then we don't really care.
Fair enough.
I have no idea what Xavier is singing, but what?
Me neither.
I'm singing the Wii theme song.
Nice.
Was it?
Better not to ask questions. Okay. But yes, there seem to be hundreds of different versions of Walda. Different clothing and different hair color. And different accessories, and so to speak. But otherwise, the exact same face, exact same person.
They're all pretty nice. I mean, if you want to talk to them, that's fine. But she's eccentric, to say the least. And I know that we're pretty eccentric, but boy,
Yeah.
howdy.
I mean, I can talk to one. I feel like that'd be nice. Like,
Yeah, I mean, go ahead. See how.
are they all like similar?
Oh, they're all
Personality-wise?
basically all the same person.
Yeah, I mean, they do have some variations in personality, depending on who you approach here. I'm not gonna lie. If you guys have ever seen the episode of Teen Titans where they have the split versions of Raven.
Oh yes, I
Go
have.
into her
Yep.
mind. That's kind of how this is.
I don't think I've seen that. Sorry, but that's okay.
Either way, like, who would you try to approach? Like I said, there seem to be various different versions of Walda, like cleaning, doing, like grounds duty, like trimming plants.
I mean, we can try to find the main one if you want.
Library, it is several different versions of Walda.
Any of them
keeping
can
track of
train
all
you.
of that.
because-
Like,
I think I was trained by a green one. I don't remember.
I
Wait,
mean, we could totally try to find the real one if you want, but I have no idea where she is right now.
aren't they? Wait, but if they're all
you could
sentient and they're all
probably
pulled
do
from
that with
different,
Arc of Souls.
if they're all sentient and they're all just pulled from different times, aren't they all the real one? Just from different times?
You know what I mean.
I
The
okay.
yes, they're all. Oh wow, this power is confusing.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to like be a smart ass. I was
Like,
genuinely
what we
asking.
mean by the real one
question.
is the one that is actually from this world.
Okay,
Original universe, Walda.
got you. Yeah, we can find her.
Every other person is an alternate universe Walda.
Got you.
And they're all equally real, but in this particular timeline and series of events and cascades of universes, only one of them actually started here.
But yeah, I'll look for the main Walda.
Okay.
Okay. Roll me Arc of Souls, I guess.
Let's go.
23.
And you actually notice that the real Walda here, as you search it out, the one that matches this timeline's energy signature most closely, so to speak, is actually currently just in the forest, near the tree that you guys previously had used to go to the astral realm.
Okay. Yeah, she's in the forest, but do you want to go meet her?
Sure.
All right, forest time.
Forest time.
Yeet.
As you guys head over that way, how are you heading there? Just walking, like magical flight? Like,
I'll fly us over there.
Okay. As you fly over there, you arrive relatively quickly, and you find her, one particular version of Walda, this time with what almost appears to be just a court jester's outfit and like bright purple hair. And she's just kind of poking at the tree that Rook, you at least are aware, contains several secrets.
Contains what?
The tree's a portal to a different dimension.
Oh,
Kinda.
okay. Got you.
And only specific people can open it for some reason.
Got you. Lyra walks up to her. Hi there.
Oh, hello, how are you? She kind of turns and just kind of gives like the deep, like court bow.
Lyra curtsies back nicely.
Mhm.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm trying to figure out what's weird about this tree. Definitely
I can
feels
show you.
weird.
Is there something weird about the tree?
Yeah. It's a portal to the ethereal realm where a lot of nasty stuff is, and I mean,
Oh,
I can
yes,
show you
yes,
that.
yes. I already figured that out. Have you figured out why, though?
no, that's the big question. I can't seem to figure out why this specific tree here is here, or why the others are where they are.
And she touches the tree, and for everyone, though it is most notable for Rook, as this is something that you've previously like been kind of solely the viewer of. As she touches it, just kind of a scrawling, a folding of magical like lines of dialogue, of description fold out in the air in front of her. And Rook, this is very similar to what you see when you look at someone's soul. And she has just unfolded it for everyone to see. And it's a tree, not a person.
Gotcha.
So does this mean that the tree has a soul?
Oh yes, of course trees have souls.
Okay.
Everything
Never
has
thought
a
of it like
soul.
that.
Be nimble, Jack, be quick.
Oh, down to the smallest rock,
And
up to the largest titan of magic.
Rook's
Everything
face just
has
kind
a
of goes
soul.
from like, just like has like a blank expression. He's like, "Oh my god, they have souls. Oh my god."
As you briefly consider this, the essence just kind of floods your mind as you think about it, and you can feel the slight spark, the ever so tiny soul, so to speak, within every inanimate object within the area. And your mind just instinctively shuts it out. It's too much.
Wow, that's huh.
So even non-living things have souls. you're saying?
Yeah,
Oh, of
apparently.
course. How else
What
could
do you
you talk to them?
Do you typically talk to inanimate objects?
Oh, all the time.
I'm telling you, she's insane.
Okay. What do they say?
Well, that leaf over there wants some more sunlight, but I can't really do that without harming the rest of the environment. That one over there, those mosses, they wished for more water. I gave them my water flask when I arrived, but they've already drained it all away. Greedy little bastards, I guess. She kind of points upwards, says the birds in the nest up there simply wish for safety and to be left alone. I've tried not to bother them.
I should really bring you my cat. You would really like my cat.
I do like cats. They're very smart.
Oh yeah, it's an interesting cat. It can talk now.
Out loud.
Oh,
Okay,
well,
I need to
that's an
clarify that now.
interesting one. Oh, if you really listen, they don't need to talk out loud.
Yeah, that's true.
Jack be nimble, Jack be quick.
What?
Track compounder, the bamboo strip.
Man, I miss a guy. I can almost hear him now.
You can almost still hear his voice. I'm right behind you guys.
Appears.
But she's just unfolded this network of magical connections visibly in front of you guys.
So if you can talk to the trees and the leaves, maybe you could ask this tree why it's a portal. Maybe.
No, I've already tried. He doesn't know. It just
That's
happened
fair.
one day, he says.
Jack be nimble.
So he hasn't always been a portal.
No, about 3 or 4 months ago.
Oh, this is a recent
This
development.
is hard to tell.
Since he doesn't know, he just became the portal one day. He's telling a lie. He's pretty sus.
I don't know that trees can fly.
Can trees be sus? I mean, it's a tree.
Oh.
It's a sussy tree. That's what the tree is. It's a sussy tree.
Okay, so this is a recent development then of it becoming a portal.
Yes, I've
Interesting.
been looking at it ever since they went through the first time, and she kind of points at Rook. And he says, that one went through twice.
You went through twice?
I went through twice.
Well, not through this exact portal, but I felt it twice.
Oh. Okay.
Is that because of the
Is
person
that-
inside of you? Don't you have
The
like
what?
I don't know, don't you have like an arc inside of you? Or am I mixing something up?
Oh, I mean, no, I kind of am the arc, but
Oh. Bobby.
huh? Wait. That wasn't Toby, was it? Or no?
She is referring to that you went through the actual portal one time, and then another time that she is referring to is when you use your become ethereal in this area.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Actually, you went there, and then you used it to come back, and then you disappeared. It's basically
Yeah.
what happened.
Okay. Yeah.
E.
So okay. Lyra's is trying to put pieces together here. The
Hang on,
Ethereum-
Lyra. Try something for me. I want you to trace the outline of a door on the tree with your finger real fast.
Sure. Yeah. I can do that.
There's already a worn pathway in the bark of this tree that resembles a door with a little doorknob on it.
Does it open for her?
If you trace your finger on it, it does, in fact.
If she traces it?
Yes.
Okay, that's interesting.
What does that mean? Like,
We don't know yet. Apparently, it doesn't open for anybody but me, you, Lucky, and the Dark Guild people.
Let's
Okay.
go.
so different about us.
I have no idea, but what were
Would
you
it
saying
work?
before?
Would it work for anyone? We should try someone who's like random in our guild. Maybe it's related to like the guild.
A guy appears. Foreshadowing.
A guy, Rook, Lucky, and Lyra now all are capable of opening it.
Foreshadowing.
If there's anyone else you wanted to ask, you could.
I can't hear what just happened. I'm sorry. The three people talked at once.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
What
What
I was
happened?
saying is the people who have so far been able to open this portal were a Dark Guild member, Rook, Lucky, Lyra, and a guy are the people who have successfully opened this so far.
I haven't opened it.
Oh, he hasn't, yeah.
Oh, well, I guess it's a minor spoiler. If you try, it works.
Oh.
Walter, can you open it?
Walda cannot.
Walter cannot. Okay. So these appeared a few months ago. Has the ethereal realm been around longer than that, or is it a new thing?
It's probably been around a lot longer.
That's
Like
what I
a
figured.
lot longer.
As far as you understand, Rook, the ethereal realm has been around since life.
Since what?
Since life.
Yeah.
Fair
so
enough.
basically forever it's been around.
Okay. So what changed a
What?
few months ago?
Sure.
Well, I mean, the prison in there was sort of opened.
Okay.
There is a prison of the gods inside the ethereal realm.
Right, we got trapped there that one time. That's how we.
Yeah.
I fought with Bucky over Bubbles.
But
Good time.
that got opened up, and yeah, so don't really know what happened too much after that. Besides the fact that we got kidnapped after.
Yep, good times, good
But-
times. Okay.
If I have two dogs and I slit on one dog's throat, how many
No.
dogs do
What?
No. No. Just no.
Why?
Don't do that.
I'm gonna completely ignore that and just move on.
I have one dog and I give one a hug?
The
Which
hint
one?
that I will give you guys, I'm about to get up and go use the restroom once again. The hint
Okay.
I will give you guys before I do is, who wants this portal open?
The Archichange dude.
Either that
I'll
or
be right back.
okay. Don't forget about what's his name, Zorfinel.
Oh my god, the demon guy. Oh no, the
Yeah.
demon guy.
Yeah. And
Okay.
Me, I want
I'm
it
also
open.
gonna front about them actually real quick. No. Hang on.
I can tell you who wants it open. Me. Jack be nimble, Jack be quick, Jack comes under and bamboo. Do the limbo now. Do the limbo now.
Alright, I am back.
Welcome back, loud boy.
Loud boy?
Yeah, I could barely hear my thoughts over when you opened that door. Anyway, how do you like my idea on how to become king?
I mean, it's alright. We'll have to figure out how that goes later.
We should do that, like, after. Like, once everyone's done, we should, like, do a little side one.
Kid, you are supposed to go to sleep and wake up tomorrow early in the morning.
I do, but I think I like to go to bed at 10.
It is currently 9 o'clock your guys' time. In fact, I believe this is the time you were supposed to get off and go get ready for bed. But we will wrap this up real quick here. Like I said, what is people's thoughts on this?
Zorfanel.
Me.
What about?
Because Zorfanel wants to, like you said, physically exist in the real world.
Yeah.
No, he already does physically exist in the real world. Never mind. Okay.
Yes. He wants to help his friends and allies exist in the real world.
Hence why they wanted to open up the God prison, which we did for them. Spoiler, not spoiler. Yeah. So this guy's gonna be a problem.
Oh, but yes. None of that really particularly gets you any closer to figuring out exactly what opens this portal.
Ooh, I know what could open the portal. Magic.
Some kinds of magic seem to work and others don't.
I feel like the arts obviously work, but
Well, so you say, but Walda
But Walda-
can't open it.
we can't open it. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Maybe it's certain people who have already been in the realm.
You guys will have to find out later. I think this is where we should wrap it up for this evening. You guys are all gathered around this portal, trying to figure out what's up with it and what to do next. And we will leave off here. Hopefully next time we will have Daniel back as well.
Yeah.
But good session nonetheless today, guys, and that was great.
I don't have to go to bed yet, so let's go.
Maggie, at some point, I still want to get with you and help you upgrade your character sheet. Because you have some stuff you could easily do at this point, but I want to talk to you about it when we're not just,
How many
like, in the
points
middle
do
of a
you
game
get?
in a situation already.
How many points do we get?
Bitch, no points.
Oh,
You will wait.
we don't.
For now, you guys are starting on the next mystery, the next adventure, so to speak, that you have not completed. I will give Hephaestus 4 points, not the main party.
Yay!
But he was
Hephaestus
already a
finally
little bit behind the main party. He's just catching up with the more bullshit he does.
Alright, so 4. Alright,
For
what's the
for
upgrade? What's the upgrade?
Hephaestus, not for the main party.
So I already have
And that
6
is assuming that you are going to go through what you said and go wake up the dude.
Yep. I am going to go wake up the dude. So really,
We
I
will
need to
handle that
upgrade my.
next time. But
Why can't we do it today? I mean, I have to go to bed at like 10.
you were supposed to be in bed, all your shit already done before 10.
No, I'm not.
That is what I
Pretty sure.
literally heard from Isaac earlier.
That is not what he said. He said go to bed at 10.
Suspicion.
Ah.
We will do it next time. Go do your shit, kid. Go to bed. You gotta get up at like 6 tomorrow.
I can survive. I gotta.
You're too young to have that mentality. I know. I have that mentality. Don't do this.
Go to bed. We will do it next time. I promise.
Tucker, get down. No, get down.
How many points did the guy get?
None for now.
Oh, well, I mean, okay. That's not fair.
Oh, I'm so sad.
So sad, so sad. No. You guys get no experience for now. I give experience when you guys finish a party goal or personal goal. And today we had a lot of starts of things, but nothing got finished. Not yet.
Yeah.
What about the victory of the arena? Like,
The what?
that is the goal.
Wait, what?
Winning the games?
Yeah, winning the games. I feel like that achieved a goal.
I already gave you guys experience for that. I gave you that experience for that like 2
He gave it
sessions
to us
ago.
early.
Give it to us. He gave it to us already, dude. Hang on, I'll be right
Oh,
back.
did he?
Yeah, he gave us to it during
I
the
already
halfway
gave
thing.
you guys the experience for winning the games. You're now on to the next thing. Whatever the
Dang.
next thing turns out to be.
Stop giving me things early. I want to spend it on story stuff. But then you, like, give me it early and I don't know what's gonna happen.
Oh, I know. I mean, I gave it to you guys before the fucking, before the fight with the Dark Guild. Because I figured you might want to spend it on stuff for the fight. I do what I can do. I'm not perfect.
What about I found out that I have to get smarter, huh?
That's not a goal.
I mean, it is a goal.
But you
I
haven't
am so-
completed
That
it
is
yet.
a goal. It's the start of a goal, not the completion of one.
Okay, well, I completed the goal of going back to the Time Man. Time Man.
Not yet.
That's his name now. Time Man.
Not yet.
I've completed that goal.
Not yet.
I have. I literally went to his. I went. My goal was to just get back there for like.
Oh, you can't just
Oh.
cheese out free experience. We will get there. Do not worry. It's only been like 2 sessions since I gave you guys points. It will be
That's
okay.
still
I
a lot.
promise.
I need the points.
Oh my god.
I need to get smarter.
Listen,
Smarts.
Hephaestus can gain 4. A guy is not gaining any right now.
Hephaestus somehow gives the guy points.
No.
unexplained Albert Einstein special relativity.
I can't tell if you're laughing or dying.
Oh my god. Oh.
Unexplained special relativity. Albert Einstein equals MC squared.
Eel equals MC squared. Is right here.
Energy equals mass times acceleration.
Yes, I'm fully aware of the formula. You said eel, and I find it funny. Eels equal energy, apparently.
Apparently. Come on, give me the thing. Wait, I should have had my mask on. God dang it. Dang it. I need my... When can I use my ultimate when I'm in this thing?
You can't use the mask as Hephaestus. That's a guy's ultimate.
What do you mean the mask is Hephaestus?
And you can't. I said you can't use the mask as Hephaestus. That's not his ultimate.
I know, but could I use it to like fight off? To get smarter? Can I use that? Just like make it like make it not a.
You gotta take some. I mean, theoretically, you could take training as well, and just add like a +4 per rank to some stuff. But you gotta bump those points. And sorry, you don't have any yet.
Wait, I can make a training.
You can do training if you convince everyone else that they're gonna stay still for a long enough time.
Hey, can you stay still for long enough? I mean, I'm pretty sure we're gonna be waiting till Lyra gets like all.
What?
Or no, she hasn't done it yet. Never mind. I thought you were gonna get. I was on the.
Oh, that will come next time. We will find out if Lyra and or Lucas learning Art of Time.
Could you guys like stay in one place, please?
For how long?
You can't catch us. We're too fast.
I don't know anymore.
I mean,
Yep.
if you want to work on a training for this and work towards it over the course of time, you probably need at least a month of just chilling out before you guys go and do some other highly dangerous something.
Can I upgrade my training 1 to a your mom gain week full?
Wait, what?
Can I already have a training for I don't freaking know anymore.
You have whatever you have, and you can either add another skill to the same training, or you can improve it by volunteer.
Can I forget a skill?
Why? What?
Like Pokemon style?
Xavier chooses to forget.
And poof, there goes.
Big brain. Forget big brain for a new skill? Yes.
No, I'm not.
And poof.
That is like my most used skill. Like, I'm not getting rid of big brain. Big brain is how I know I have big brain. Because it says it in the name.
I see.
Ooh, could I
need to know.
Could I? Wait. Is a Kraken smart?
I mean, not particularly.
I mean, we were talking to it, kinda.
True.
Does it have a high mind?
I mean,
Wait, I gotta see. I got a C. I got a C. Gotta go. Oh, no. I went far into the things a guy wants to do but probably won't never do, with few exceptions. I gotta go back, really back up. Oh, hide behinds are dumb. Conspiracy theory confirmed.
I see.
I no longer know what we're talking about, but that's okay.
Yeah, me neither.
No, I've been long lost at this point.
Are we
too.
still looking at that tree with the girl with Walda?
Yes, we are.
Yes.
I'm just making-
This is where you
I'm just
guys
making a
currently
rant.
are.
I want to be. I want my mask
Listen,
to strike me in the.
I think I must cut Xavier off. This is where we're gonna do our anime oil painting for the evening. Is just we've got 2 panels. The first panel it shows is just a guy like passed out like in his bed, and he snaps up and wakes up. And then the next panel that it flips to is you guys just looking at this tree and trying to figure out what's going on. And we will pick up here next time. Yes, cue JoJo outro music.